Hello.
Trust the Profits is proud to be sponsored by Game of Silks. Go to silks.io to get in the game. Real ownership, real races, real rewards. Welcome to Trust the Profits Monday Night Lights, featuring live racing coverage and handicapping at Assiniboia Downs. Be sure to visit the player portal at asdowns.com for free racing programs, weekly special events, and links to other great information.
Hello, everyone. It's your man Spin Nation here with our man Riders Up, Tim, and it's Monday night. And you know what that means? It's Assiniboia night here on the Trust the Profits Network. Tim, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing wonderful. So apologize for all the technical difficulties. It's like wrong intro, wrong button. Don't know what we're doing. I apologize. It is Monday Night Lights. It is not the cocktail lounge, but we're here. Let's go.
And first, before I do anything, hope everyone had a great weekend. Tim, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Mike W., I know, is a father. Bobby D., how you doing? Worcester Irish is a great father. Uncle Sully. We got everybody great. Happy Father's Day to all you great people out there. That's right, Worcester Irish. Let's go Celtics. Let's close this thing out, baby. But G1 Goldmine is in here. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, first and foremost. Exactly. Tim, did you have a good Father's Day?
I did. Got to spend it with my oldest son. So went up to St. Louis area and saw him there and his family. And great to get to spend the time with the kids. You know, when you got them all around the country and you've spent your career all around the world, you know, anytime you can get with family is a good time. So.
Amen. Amen. And Rick Johnson was up, my man. Steve Miller's in the house. Happy Father's Day to you. Uncle Sully. Yes, he's got to win tonight, but great to see you, my man. So we got an interesting card here tonight. Here at Assiniboia. It should be interesting. In terms of value, it should be a little bit of a challenge. But hey, if anyone's up to it, it's us, and we will find it. So
exactly. And here's the thing, Sean. I get it. I mean, we have a couple of fields that were initially 5-horse fields and some that scratched into shorter fields. I think we've got one with 4 here. Yeah. But look, here's the thing. I remember over the last couple of meets at Assiniboia, every time this happened, it seems like horses with value come in. So I wouldn't discount the fact that just because we got short fields that we can't find some prices and some value.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. We will find it, my friends. So
absolutely.
We'll look at just quick look in here and see how we're doing here with the exactly. Let me see here.
And we got the great folks at Assiniboia as always. One of the greatest racing experiences in North America. So they let us share their feed, which is awesome. They're a very fan-friendly track. So we're definitely appreciative of them being a sponsor of the channel and getting the opportunity to do the Monday Night Lights here with the folks at Assiniboia.
Yes. So we're very excited, as always, to be bringing their races, and they are always great to us and to all their fans. So Kurt is always one of the best announcers with all the energy, brings it great. So we are looking forward to a fun night.
And if you're in the chat, there is a free game in Stable Duel. There's still about 11 minutes to get that in. If you haven't gotten it in, if you have gotten yours in, make sure you drop your stable name in the chat so we can follow along and see how everybody in the chat is doing. Always seems like somebody in the chat is really up there in the money every time we do one of these.
Yes, exactly. And Sully, very important part of horse racing. Bino has a horse that has all 4 legs. That is a very important part of getting to the line as quick as possible. So that is a very astute observation, Sully. Love it. Love it.
Love the great paddock reporting here. That's quality content right there.
Yes, love it. That is why we have these awesome people in our chat. Exactly. So we're 11 minutes till, and we got a field of 5 here to start out, and a prohibitive 2-5 favorite in victory line with Ronaldo Cumberbatch for Elton Dickey, who was off to a very good start. But as you said, Tim, which is interesting, right? Sometimes in these small fields, sometimes the value just seems to kind of creep its way up the board and into the winner's circle. So it's never a foregone conclusion, these races. That's why they run them.
Not at all. And I'm telling you, last week, if you're in the chat and you remember, I think it was like 4 out of the first 5 races as we did the post parade. My post parade pick won like every time, and I can tell you already, I like a horse other than the favorite in here. So let's see what happens as far as
Amen.
the look.
Exactly, and Sully can be the rest of the story. That's great. Absolutely. So look at this, 94 people already joining, watching. Love to have you all. Got Bobby D. Here is exactly. Let's hope he's carrying a whip and not a lunch pail and a flashlight. That's a very important.
Absolutely. Always important. Always important.
Very hard to win with those two in your hand. Exactly. But so we're 9 minutes to go. Look, it looks like a beautiful night, 66 degrees up there. Could it be a better night for racing if you're...
No, I would take that right now because we've been up in the 90s for a few days.
Yeah, same with us. Exactly. So,
hot.
Exactly. A little preview with Kurt and Dash right now. Exactly. So let us know if how you playing it. Is there someone you like in this race by themselves? Is there an exact you like? Is there just a cold try? Or you're trying to double? Maybe is there someone in race 2 that you're trying to match with somebody in here? Let us know. We see that Kurt's picks are 2, 3, and 5, and Stretch's picks are 2, 4, and 3. Here in the first race, bringing some insight to us.
Interesting that on your morning line, the 3-horse was the 12-1 morning line odds, which was the longest shot in the field. And you can see that has dropped down to 5-1. And both Kurt and Stretch are picking this 3-horse. So if you are playing stable duel, that's a $750 horse for 12-1. So there's some value there. So the horse in a 5-horse field is at least going to get you 10 points. But if Kurt has his way, it'll get you 40.
Yeah, and
so
sometimes
that
sometimes that Gittins barn can kind of take a little time to get going. He's still doing very good, 8, 6, and 5. But I'm saying sometimes some of his horses take a little. Getting used to the track again and everything. So,
and getting by no up, can't fault that.
Yeah, no. And he stays with them, See, look at that. Vince Watson, White Husker in stable is currently tied for first. Look at that already. Excellent. He says that's probably the closest he'll be at first tonight, but hey, exactly. You never know, Vince. Great to have you, bud. I'm tied with you right now, Vince. So I feel pretty good right now.
Exactly.
I'm tied with you.
I haven't gotten any red numbers yet, Sean.
Yes, exactly.
Oh goodness.
That's one thing I don't miss is the -30s.
No.
Because I can
find what though? I'll tell you, I did a whole lot better before they changed the scoring format because I did well at staying away from those and finding value. And now finding value is not rewarded as much as it used to be.
Right. It's kind of like press your luck with the whammy. You just try to avoid it. Exactly. So, and let us know who you guys like here in the first couple of races. They're on the track here, coming out. Look at this on time, 6 minutes to go, and they're already on their way out.
I like it.
They're excited as we are to get out there and have some fun tonight.
They just called and asked us if we were ready, so we told them they could go ahead.
Absolutely. Our crowd's ready. We're ready. You guys are ready. Come on the thing. Cap with Kurt and Stretch. Bobby has win on the 1. Yeah. Hey, in these races, you never know. Field's coming onto the track. Always seems to be a good crowd up there. They do a really good job.
Yeah. You know, one thing about this too, Sean, is I like to look early on as and follow the jockey trainer stats. It's something that I always keep an eye on up at Assiniboia. And early on, Cumberbatch here, who is on your prohibitive favorite here, has had 9 favorites, and he's only won 3 of 9. So
Right,
something to
yeah,
think about.
yeah. Definitely something to consider. Yeah. Sully is going with the holy pick 3. Love it. And definitely got a chance, Sully. No doubt. Always good to see the horses on the track, see how they're doing, how they're looking. One seems to be on his toes.
I love the one. That's the
Yeah.
one that's my pick so far from how they looked in the paddock, and I wanted to see him on the track, but he looks really good and
Yeah. 2 looks solid.
relaxed, but on his toes, ears pricked.
Yeah, 2 looks solid, like he's ready to run.
He does.
Yeah. 3. Yep. Playing with the pony, looking good. Uncle Sully's Sable Duel, love it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Love ours. Go a little, yeah. Not a bad looker in the
No,
group.
nobody looks out of place, and with the weather,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that nobody's like washed out or hot.
Well, that's
or
what I'm saying.
anything.
Yeah, 66 degrees. The horses are loving life right now.
Absolutely. So, but
Great to have everybody with us.
I still like the way the one looks. And you know,
Yeah.
it's interesting though that these are $5,000 claimers, and you watch that post parade, that didn't look like a group of $5,000 claimers.
Yeah.
Everybody looked pretty professional,
No,
pretty
they
good.
look, that almost looked like an allowance field, you know?
It did. That's why I had to go look at the conditions again.
Yeah, seriously. Very well behaved professional group. The battle axes, if you will. Great to have everybody here. 3 minutes to race 1 on this card. Two is 1 to 2. The 5 is the second choice right now at 5 to 1. The 3 and the 4 hanging in the 6th to 1, and the 1 and 9 to 1. Wide open group here. The 60-second recap. I love that they do that. So Tim, did you get the chance to watch any racing this weekend or not much at all?
I did not watch any racing at all this weekend. I did nothing with racing. So took a little break.
There you go. That's a great Father's Day. There you go. Just family and friends. That's the best. Rodney Evans, aka Hot Rod. How are you, sir? He's Hot Rod too.
Hot Rod in the house. You got 1 minute left. If you don't have that stable in, get it in quickly.
Get your stable in now. Don't be shut out. Wager early. Yeah, it was weird to be back at Aqueduct again after being in Saratoga for a week. And there was some good races at Churchill too. Mike W. Oh, Scott Letty. How are you, sir? Oh, yeah. Zach and Tim, do you have a bet?
Do you have anything that you want to add in here before we jump in there?
No, I like to. I was 2-3-1, but this is a interesting race. I could make a case for the 4 and the 5.
Just trying to look here at some of the pools and the probables, and
Yeah, Sully's ready. It was an excellent weekend at Monmouth and Tuscan Sky. How impressive was he? You know? Oh, Rebel Red. Yeah, Churchill Downs. First time starter, Rebel Red with Jose Ortiz, who's just on fire. Dan Witchen, how are you, sir? 2-4 exacta box.
All right, Sean, let's see here. All right, we're just going to go really easy into the first, just as we say, kind of dip our toe into the shallow end of the pool, just see how the track is playing and everything. You've got a huge favorite in here, the 2-horse, and it's going to really be hard to beat this 2, I think. And I think what we're going to do here in the first is we're just going to play a very simple $5 exacta 2-3. See if we can get this 3 underneath.
Love it. Yep. Love it. Frank Payne in the house. How are you, my man?
So just straight up $5 wager, 2 with the 3. We're going to see if we can get Bino underneath. And in that last race for the 3-horse, he was completely taken out of the race at the start, bumped pretty well and ended up way back. If you look at the race before that in a 5-furlong race, he was closing up, wanting more distance. He went to 5.5 last time and didn't get a chance. I think this 6 sets up for him. Bino's riding really well. It's only a matter of time, but as Sean said earlier, before Gittins gets going and gets firing here. So let's see if we can get this 3 underneath the favorite. And it's actually, it's paying pretty decent. So the favorite here, and it just ticked down a little bit. The favorite in the exacta pool right now is a 2.5 for $2 paying $9.50, and the 2.3 is now paying about 10.
Yep. And then we got
$10.50 to be exact.
Yeah, and we got Rick Johnson, 213 times 10, 245 times 2. Okay. And we got Bobby D's got exacta box 2 with the 1-3. Dan Witchen's got 2-4.
And again, I loved how that one looked on the track, but I just can't get past his PPs. When I was looking at him, he just seems to be backing up more and more in every race, and without an excuse. This is his 3rd off a layoff, but he took a step backwards in that last race, and for no evident reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's go. Good luck to everyone. And Sean, how did you play this one in Stable Duel?
I 2 and 3. That's all I have.
I just took the 3 in here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to pay the money for the 2, so I just took the 3 at 12 to 1 and $750 spend and spend my money elsewhere where I was a little more confident.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you not confident at a 1 to 5? But as we said, it seems like it happens a lot here.
Anything can happen up there. That's why they run it on the track, not on paper. That's right. Exactly. 200 people so far join us tonight. So awesome to have you all.
All right. Make sure everybody hits that like button in YouTube. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. Got a video coming out tomorrow morning about the upcoming Ohio Derby. Check that one out.
Exciting.
The Prophet is doing a full field rundown on that race.
Yep. Catching Freedom, the 8-5 favorite.
Absolutely. Batten Down coming back in that race.
Yeah.
Uncle Heavy.
Yeah, some good horses.
Absolutely. What about Ascot? Anybody playing Ascot over the next few days?
Anyone playing Ascot tomorrow? First day. Big days over there across the pond. Always starting with the Queen Elizabeth they always start with. It's a tradition.
And Stable Duel should have multiple games each day. They do have like a $5 and a $75 game tomorrow. I'm in the $5.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I will be too, even though I have no idea what I'm doing.
Pick and pray. Pick and pray.
Yep, pick and pray. Victor Mahai in the house.
I think that's where they got that term from. Pick and pray for all the content. Yeah. Ascot. What's up, Victor? Good to see you.
0 minutes to post will start making their way towards the gate.
Victor becoming a regular and joining us both Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah, the Eclipse Thoroughbred's got a couple of nice horses over at Ascot. Yeah, we're definitely going to be looking out for them, Frank, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, does this ever come into your handicapping, right? I'm still a little bit leery of the one post at 6 furlongs up there.
I am.
Yeah. I just still look, I'm like, oh,
Yes, and it just doesn't seem to be getting better. And I did take a couple of one horses tonight, but the one horses that I took was a little different because the one horse in the next race, as an example, there's only 4 in there.
Right. Yeah.
And
I think that's the big thing. So many in these races that have run in like 8, 9 fields that are, all of a sudden that they can come back or make different moves because there's only 4 horses,
Right. And then same thing in the third.
Yeah. I have one later that I think is Zach in that, I think the one is live in the third,
Agreed.
And it's Whitehall.
Victor got his Irish coffee ready to go for some Irish coffees for Ascot. Yeah. I got my top hat ready for the morning. Top hat and pajamas. Top hat. Yeah. That'll be the viewing attire.
Love it. Victor's got an exacta box 2-4 here. Mike W has the 80-cent pick 3. 5-3 with 1-5 with 5. Oh, China Power is a newbie in horse racing. Hello, welcome to the program. What's the best horse betting site or app to play with out there? Appreciate it. Ooh, I would almost say China Power. It's almost a personal preference thing.
It is.
It really is. I mean, there's TVG, there's FanDuel, there's Twin Spires, there's a whole bunch of different ones, but kind of check them out, do your research and see what some of the sites have that maybe you are like, or DRF bets, check the site, see what they have to offer and all that stuff. And maybe that will kind of help you narrow it down, focus in for you.
Right. You got Naira bets with our friend Matt.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Frank Payne says Naira or DRF are his preferred. So there's many you can go towards, which is great, but But welcome, China Power. Glad to have you. Yeah, take advantage of the sign up bonuses too, which is great.
Yes, and it's just like look and see who's got what. Somebody's probably running some kind of special just for Ascot to where you've got some kind of sign up bonus. So you can give them a try, and if you don't like it, sign up for a different one. You'll get a sign up bonus for them, and do that with each one until you figure out which one you like.
Yeah. Frank asks Tim and Sean, the Ascot DRF form is definitely different. What do you look for handicapping those cards? I don't really know those races enough but when I do look, I do almost any European track, or even Australia track, I try to see has the horse run at that track and how have they done. At that level, you're trying to separate say who's running Ascot, who's done well there before, who hasn't done well there before. Who's maybe you might have a horse, perfect example, who maybe is 2 for 2 at Ascot, but goes to Cheltenham and just doesn't run you're the same way. You know what I'm saying? But he might be, but if it's 2 for 2 at Ascot, that may just be a horse for a course, you know, and that's kind of what I look for, is who has done well at Ascot on that track.
It is post time.
It's post time. Let me bring back our friend Kurt here. Got the music blaring here. Got the funky music going here. Good luck to everybody.
Frank's Reload, the first to enter the starting gate. Next up, the heavy 1 to 5 favorite Victory Line goes in. Can you hear me now's turn? Just 2 left to load. Love Ours.
57% of stables have the 3. That's the most.
The field is set. They're at the post. And they're off. From the inside, that's Victory Line, who quickly assumes command and is now up by 3. Back to second, Love Ours. To the outside, Shirley Sherman. Can you hear me now? About 5 lengths off it in 4th. And Frank's Reload, trying a different angle coming off of it today, is your early trailer by 7. Opening quarter, rather slow. 25 and 3.
25, walking the dog.
Yeah, if they let him out there with those fractions, they'll never catch him.
Up by 5, Shirley Sherman. Starting to get into it in second. Love Ours back to 3rd. Can you hear me now? And Frank's Reload, the half mile, 48 and 3. They
go Bino.
Ahead of the lane.
Come on, Bino. Come on, Bino.
Come on, Bino. Tip him out.
Here you go. Tip him out, kid.
Come on,
Bino. Here you come. Here you come.
Victory Line will get it done. Can you hear me now? Charges on the outside. We'll get
Look at that.
Look at that.
Only
Easy money. Easy money.
Chinatown Power, by the way. If you're looking to play in Cali, First Bet also. His first bet is also out in both California and Florida.
Yeah. First Bet's one that I've kind of stuck with. I was an early adopter, and I just, you know, everybody likes what they like, and it's just one I've gone back to. So,
yeah.
There we go. It looks like that's going to end up paying $8.70 for $2, and we've got it for $5. So,
yep.
Congrats to all the winners out there.
Absolutely. Getting a win early. Love it. That's going to be a horse I'm going to follow, by the way, the 3, because Victory Line won't probably be, probably won't run into Victory Line next time.
Absolutely.
Can you hear me now? It will be a horse I'll definitely mind memory, you know.
Second goes to number 3.
Starting to get the hang of the track now.
To determine the show position, they went the opening quarter 25 and 3.
25, 48, 101. Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is interesting tonight, Tim. This is throwing our thinking a little bit off here. If they're going to be going 25 tonight, there's not going to be many people closing from the back.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at least not to catch the winner. I thought it was interesting that Bino, set the 3 back, which is what I anticipated based on how he ran that race 2 races ago and closed up. And that's what I said. He should definitely like the stretch out there. So,
and I gotta wonder. It was interesting. I heard him say Frank's Reload trying a new strategy from the back. Gotta wonder if that one post is just doesn't let you get out, and as soon as that one didn't get out, the 2 was just by himself.
It's so
loving
true.
life.
It's so true. It's crazy. And I just find it really interesting here as well that, the 3 seems like, you know, it was 7-1, both the 3 and the 5, and the 4 was 8-1, but the you know, the exactas went. I guess they went the same way, 3, 5, and 4. I was looking at the 4 and 5 backwards.
Yeah, thanks. Exactly. And we got JR. How are you, sir? Similar. Thank you, sir. Frank, thank you. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate it. Great way to start the night.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, especially with a 1 to 5, it's not worth boxing it. So you're not going to win anything there. So we go with a nice straight up and hit and cash. And here we are, first race, Sean, and we're already up.
Absolutely.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, thanks.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
I think what do you got? Jessica's at a concert, I think, tonight, right? Is that where she is? I think.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure
I think
where.
it's some concert.
I knew, right. I believe that's what it was. I just don't recall. But.
Her type of music, I remember she was saying is not
right.
Exactly, but
that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
But we did know that she wasn't going to be here tonight. She normally hosts on the show on Monday nights.
Right, but she will be back. A very. Ronaldo must have heard your stat that he'd only won on 3 of 9 and just got out there and said, "Uh-oh."
That's good.
Now he's 4 for 10, 40%.
Here in race number 1.
He's moving his numbers up.
2,
Marv Beatty, how are you, sir?
Victory Line is a dark bear brown.
Gloria, great job. Made money. Thank you. Absolutely great job, Gloria.
Love it.
Love it.
Owned by Wade
only winners, even though this is Monday Night Lights. Only winners in Monday Night Lights.
Time for the 6 furlong.
There's Keith in the house.
14 and 3.
How are you, sir? We're 1 for 1 so far, Keith. So we're off to a good start. And look at that. Yeah.
So 435, and we had it times 5, so that would be 2175 minus our $5 initial bet. So that was a 1675 profit.
Beautiful.
Right off the bat, not horrible.
No.
And there you go. Our bank goes up to 116.75 after 1. Let's go.
Thanks, Frank, for the kind words, my friend. But we definitely have a great group, that is for sure. Love to have you all.
Yep, and my $750 horse in stable duel got me 40 points.
Yeah, nice job. Absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah, when I saw the 25, I said, okay, I think we've got half of it right.
And you know, I didn't want to play against the 2 Victory Line. I just when I tried to make my stable with Victory Line, I just didn't want to spend the 11,000. So
no, I hear you. But those are the type of wins, and I always say this, and this is what and you'll concur this, Tim, right? I hear people say he could have won by 10 or 20. He did everything right to let the horse win. He doesn't care how much he wins by. He did everything he did. He lightened up in the last. I mean, what more do you need to ask? You know?
Yeah. And I don't. Did he hit the horse at all? I was trying to watch here. Yeah.
No, he just
little tap. Little tap.
Yeah, little tap. Just saying, here we go.
Yeah, just keeping his attention, keeping his focus. But yeah, he took a look back right there and coasted.
Yeah, exactly.
He knew nobody was coming to get him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but exactly. So
well, we are 1 for 1.
1 for 1. Yeah, and I'll turn off him so we can, hear the. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. There we go. We'll turn him off so we can. So we're 1 for 1 so far. There we go. Great to see you. Oh, look at this, 261 people so far. Love it. All you stopping in, even if you stop in, say hello. We love having you. Absolutely.
Exactly, Keith. I mean, that's a great point, and this is what we talked about earlier. And it's easy to get look at a card like this and be negative. A 5-horse race, a 5-horse entry that turns into a 4-horse race over the next 2, and then a couple of 7-horse races. So, but we we said from the beginning that you just have to look and find the value in the races. And when I was looking at the exacta pays, I mean, we loved the 3. We loved Bino in the close up and thought that this was a horse that could definitely finish second and go with a nice, easy, straight up exacta and cash the ticket.
Right. Like someone asked me the other day, they said, Antonio doesn't seem to be, and what people forget, a lot of Antonio's quote connections, they don't come right out of the gate like blazing. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So you kind of have to kind of know that and be patient. If he's winning ahead of time, then that's pretty, that's a pretty good sign that, because he has a lot of barns that take their time.
And you know, the other thing about him, Sean, is I think he does better at the 2-turn 7 furlong races.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know, early on, there's a lot more of the 1-turn races, and once they start, you know, stretching out to and doing the 7 furlongs, he seems to start doing a little bit better. I think it's more his speed.
I agree. Yep. Sometimes the favor is beyond trying to beat. Absolutely, Rick.
Absolutely.
I hate people that say I have to beat the favorite regardless. If he's the best or she's the best, use them. It's just that simple, you know? Don't try to reinvent the wheel if it's not, you know, exactly. If they're the best, go with them, you know? And just try to find value around them.
Yeah, and I mean, we turned that 1 to 5 into a profitable wager with a 1 to 5 winning. So
yeah, exactly. So that's, you know, so that's,
pick your spots.
That's how you do it, you know.
So this next race is interesting. Field of 5 initially. The 4 is scratched out of here, so now we have a field of 4, a $10,000 claiming race for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races.
Yes. Exactly. And let us know who you like. And Frank Payne says in this next race, check out the 2. He ran on the same day as the 1 and has better figures. So we will check exactly what you are saying. And would you believe it or not, my friend? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Reasonably lovely. Yep. Same day. Yep. Same figures. Yep. Sometimes you got to look too. They both ran June 3rd. Yep. Ran 2 different races. Sometimes you also have to look at like when the races are at 2. That's a big, like, and Frank, here's another thing, right? And obviously, exactly. I love Whitehall, and I actually have the one in my stable duel. Is that sometimes at Assiniboia, the first race and the 7th race in the day can be 2 totally different tracks, you know, because it's nighttime. It's a little different, a little, you know, so that can be interesting to look at Assiniboia. I always look and see what race that was in if they're running on the same day to kind of gauge where the track was that one, you know. Ooh, an equine virus breakout tonight. Thanks, Mark, for letting us know that.
I had not heard that. So, but I wasn't able to get in and listen to the track or see anything.
That's quite interesting. Thank you for that information, Marv. So which one was this? That was race 3. I'm in the, okay, sorry. Don't mind me, Frank. Oh yeah, Lollipop Kid and Adjournment. Yeah, exactly. Yep. No, I like the race too. It's the same race. Yeah, exactly. And the 2 was actually the favorite over Lollipop Kid, you know, so yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you got Antonio. The 1 getting play at 8 to 5, the 5 at even money. This is one of those races where exactly like Tim, like you say, if you see an exactly that you love, just play it straight and hope that, you know, that it comes in, you know, or look at the probables and see what you got. You know, if you got 2 and 1 or 1 and 2 or 5 and 2 and it's paying well, you know, it might be worth a box if you like if it's paying like 16, 17, you know, but
Interesting thing about this 1 and 2, Sean.
Yeah.
So in that race on the 27th of May, when they were in the same race, Whitehall was on the 1 and Rashad Knights was on the 2. And then the 1 came back and ran another race, and Rashad Knights got up on that horse. And now that they're both in the same race again, they've swapped mounts. So Rashad Knights actually stays on Lollipop Kid, and now Antonio Whitehall gets on adjournment. So really interesting.
Right. Yeah, exactly. This is a fascinating race, even for a field of 4,
I thought so too when I was looking at it and how I played it in Stable Duel. And it's interesting that we're talking about the 1 and 2, because those are the 2 horses I took in Stable Duel. I took both of them.
Yeah, Frank says, Tim, I think Shelley took the weight break with Knights. And that could be.
Exactly. And obviously I think it paid off in that last race, and maybe they liked how he rode the horse in the last race. So they offered him the mount back up again. But, the other thing is that Whitehall may have had a different mount. I'd have to go back and look at that whole race in that where his commitment was. But he typically rides for Elise Pruitt, and that's where he's back at this time.
Yep, absolutely. Exactly. And both show speed, which is interesting. So interesting side note there, for sure.
Yeah, the interesting thing to me in here, Sean, as I was looking at, I always like to figure out, they always say pace makes the race, and always try to figure out what you think the race shape is going to be in here. And the interesting thing is, I think most of the horses in here want to be out front. There was one horse that I thought really wanted to close, and that horse scratched.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So this is good. I think this is going to be interesting as to how they play it. And if that's the case, does Knights get out there with his 5 pounds and run away from these, or does Whitehall sit off the speed and close up like he likes to do? So.
And Ken G is a great point here. The number 1 and 2 have only 1 win each, but running a non-winners of 3 lifetime.
Yes.
And okay, Dan Witchen, there you go. He's gonna box the 2 longest shots. Hey, if the the 2 of them get out on the that should be interesting. But we just saw, and we don't know, that's only 1 race, and maybe it's just the favorite was that good. But so far, the speed definitely held there. But that may be, let's be a little bit cautious there. That may just been the 2 was that much better than everybody else. So
I clearly think that was
So we can't really conclude anything off that start.
No.
You give any good horse 25 quarter, they're not going to stop.
So if Rashad Knights continues as the favorite here and goes off as the favorite, he's been as an apprentice, has been on the favorite 3 times so far this meet with 1 win.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 is currently sharing favoritism. So we'll see how they end up going off. And Dane Dawkins is one that has not been riding as well as everybody else here so far.
No. But the good thing about him is that he's a very talented rider from Jamaica, who will definitely be heard from. He's just learning the track. He's never been, and when you don't know this track and you're young, you got to learn the ins and outs. And I'm sure by the end of the meet we'll be hearing a lot more from him than we're hearing in the beginning.
And he's getting some good finishes for money, and especially he's got 7 third-place finishes in 28 mounts. So he's getting some horses, some paychecks here. Johnny Paycheck.
Yeah. Love him.
See if we can get a paycheck for Johnny Paycheck.
Absolutely. Gonna try first bet. There you go. Good job, China. Exactly. Not sure what they see in the 5 horse. Yeah. Well, let's check that out, Frank. We can do with only a 4 horse field. You can really. Johnny Paycheck was 6-1 in this last race versus Lollipop Kid. Had the lead for a little bit with Dawkins. Finished up coming first up from Turf Paradise. May have needed a race. And Jared Brown is another trainer. There's the perfect example of a trainer who just doesn't start out good at all. And sometimes towards the end of the meet has some winners. So I know he's having a great year, but but it's still one that you always have to watch maybe later in the meet.
But I totally agree with that. He's a great trainer here at Assiniboia. And look, Sean, I agree that last start was his first mount here at Assiniboia, first race here at Assiniboia. Look at that workout on 6 May. For Assiniboia, that's fast. 47 breezing, bullet workout of 35. So so he showed the speed. He
2 out of 14,
47, and then he showed the speed early on and probably needed a race, as Sean said. So I will not be surprised at all if he is the speed here that goes out in the beginning.
Right. And that is the one thing in this race that you kind of worry about a tad, is that if you're the 2 fan, what do you call it? Then can Antonio get this horse to rate? If he exactly, or will he go out to the lead, and will the 1 be on the lead, and will the 5 be on the lead, and then everyone's on the lead, and what happens there? Does it all break apart, or exactly? So.
But it's interesting the money that this horse, the 2 horse, has taken his last race of last year and first race of this year. So, and then now he's sitting at 9-2. So it would not surprise me to see him pop at 9-2 in here.
Right, exactly.
Like the connections, second off a layoff. Needs to improve off of what he showed last time, but
even Cumberbatch's horse likes to be on the lead,
Right. That's what I said. They all do.
Yeah. Exactly. So,
Sean, so this one is yours. Let me know whenever you're ready.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm not inventing the wheel here. I'm just going to do $1 exact, $2 exact box 1, 2. That's all I'm going to do. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But exactly.
I like it.
Yep. We're up on the night, and this is not a race that's going to be extreme value. But hey, if the 2 beats the 1, hey,
Exactly. And I'm telling you, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Especially with the connections. I mean, when Whitehall hits and he can get on when you can get 5-1 on a Whitehall Pruitt horse.
Yeah.
In a 4-horse field, I'll take that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
So Frank, we hope you hit your bet and the 1 finishes second.
Exactly. Dan, to answer your question, in a 7-8 horse field, I'm scared of the rail. In a 4-horse field, I'm not as much, because you have so much more room to operate and versus the average, so but 6, 7, 8 horse fields, I'm definitely scared of the rail. I still am. That the way that first race even showed that the 1 didn't even get anywhere out of the gate, and he's usually on the front. So
and Sean, there's some serious value with the 1 horse being the favorite here. The 2 right now is the long shot in the field, and the exactas are paying $24.80 with the 2 on top, or if the favorite wins and the 2 gets second, still paying $20.70 for a $2 wager.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
I like
Rodney's got the key 2 with the 1-3. Like it. Mike W's got a straight exacta 1 all. Hey, not a bad strategy.
Yeah, the favorite right now is a 1-5 paying 730. So with only 3 other horses, if you get the favorite, you're gonna pay 6. If you get the favorite to win, you're in the 5 second, you're gonna pay 6 to get 770 back. So everyone's a winning one, and if you get one of the other two, you win a little more.
Yep. Yep. All right, Victor. No pressure. $2,000 exacta box 1-2. Love it. Repeat 1,000 times. Love it.
Yeah. Go ahead and show that ticket, Victor. Let's.
The people on the show are not responsible for.
Let's go ahead and put up that Gamblers Anonymous number again.
Yeah, right. Exactly. If you need help, Zach, please bet responsibly. Exactly.
You know, if you have the bankroll and the means and you play higher wagers, but the one thing about whether we're doing Monday Night Lights or we are doing the cocktail lounge, we keep our bets very modest, because one of the things that we like to do is show that you don't have to play a lot of money. We've had a lot of people come in and they want to play $20 for the entire day or something like that, and you can do that and still be profitable at times.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. See, Mike W has a $20 weekly cap, and he just does it, which is great. You know,
that was one of the ones I was talking about. Mike likes to play us $20, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Nope, absolutely. Oh, let me bring back our buddy.
Let's do it.
Lollipop Kid, the current even money
Lollipop
favorite.
Kid.
The first one to go in. Next up, adjournment. Just 2 left to load.
Trusty tonight is covering 25% of all losers
now just
tonight. Dennis _Trusty.
And the quartet will be ready.
Just write to him. He is covering all.
We're all set. They're at the post.
Just had a 10% profit in his oil field the other day, so he's all set.
And they're off.
And they're off. Good start on the inside.
On the inside, German shows some early speed. On the outside, that's finalized. Close up, Lollipop Kid on the rail. Also wants a piece of the front end. Your early trailer, Johnny Paycheck, only 2.5 lengths off the lead.
Stop the race.
Leader, German on the inside. Lollipop Kid through an opening quarter of 23 and 4.
23 and 4, a little bit different than the last race.
Yep, that 5 is wanting to come up on the outside. So.
Yeah.
Will be finalized, who's now about 4 lengths out of it.
Antonio is dropping anchor.
Yep.
And Lollipop
he tried.
Kid. These two nose and nose as they're coming to the head of the lane. The half 46 and 3.
46.
Lollipop Kid.
46
now
and
grabs
3.
the lead by about a length. Not giving up. Johnny Paycheck to the outside, but Lollipop Kid has more to
Let's go,
offer.
Rashad. Bring him home.
16th of a mile to go, and it's going to be Lollipop
Look
Kid.
at him easing. What is he, crazy?
Yeah.
Johnny Paycheck
Yes.
second best. Third's going to go to
Look how far back that 2 is.
I know, yeah. Well, at least he crossed the line and gave us points.
You know, it was 4,000. I thought it was worth a shot in stable duel. 4,000 in stable duel. So still with the 4-horse race, got you 20 points.
Yep, that's why I did the same thing. I did the same thing. It's worth it. Yep.
And I had the one with him, so we'll take that first 4th.
Yep. And Mike hits his exacta.
So I'm trying to see early on from the first race of our folks who's up there.
The Stewart's opposed to number 1, Lollipop Kid, as your race winner. Second goes to number 5, Johnny Paycheck. Third to number 3, final.
Oh, Tupaloop in 5th right now, tied for 5th. Spin Nation tied for 5th. Papa's Picks tied for 5th. El Hombre tied for 5th.
Time for the 6 furlongs. 112 and 3.
Mike, what's your exacta pay? Let's see what your exacta pays here, Mike.
Looks like 1.5 is paying $7.90 for 2.
For 2, okay. So he bet 6, got $7.90. There you go. 14% had that 5 in stable duel. There you go. How many percent had the 2? Probably 80.
66% had the 2. Only 33% took the 1.
Okay. Yeah.
14% had the 5, and 19% had the 3.
Frank Payne. Boy, that 2 has really turned it around. He is in great form. Yeah. I think I think the lollipop kid just showed him the door and said, exactly. I think Antonio did the smart thing and just, he knew he was cooked.
Yeah.
He went for the lead and just, yep.
But you know, Sean, it was a $4 wager. And if you look at the bankroll, we're still sitting at 112 with a $100 starting bankroll after 2 races.
Right.
A lot of racing left.
Oh, yeah. And to answer Dan, when he was saying to me earlier, he said, Sean, not afraid of the 1 hole. In a 4-horse race, no. He got out a little bit slow, but had all the time to regather himself, get up. But in a 9-horse field, if you fall like 6, 7 lengths behind, a little hard to catch up that way, so. Yeah, well, our Stephanie, yep. If it's not your track, then exactly, find another track and bet it. That's why there's so many great tracks out there. Find one that you feel good betting and go with it,
We'll carry on with the rest of the changes in this evening's pick 5.
Victor went to the stable duel site. It doesn't give many details how it works. For Victor, basically how it works is it's a $50,000 stable. You have to pick 10 horses throughout that day, and each horse is given a value, and you try to put together the 10 best horses with the $50,000 salary. And then, yeah. Look at Mike W. up 10 cents in the night. Well done, sir. A profit is a profit.
Now turning your program to race number 7.
But that's, Victor, basically what the stable duel is. So you get a $50,000 thing, and you have to select 10 horses from all the races that you think will do best. 50 points, 60 points for first, 40 for second, 30 for third, 20 for fourth, 10 for fifth, and also the winner gets the bonus points for any lengths ahead that they are. So, and he just put up the stable duel, how it works for you.
Yeah, check out that video. It explains it pretty well, and how to play. It's free to create an account. There are free games which return real money. And then if you decide later on you want to get into the money games, there are typically money games at a wide variety of budgets.
Right. Yeah. So, there you go. So,
well, be sure to check out the 140
let me turn off Kurt here
in our spacious Club West Gaming Lounge.
I'm just going to address this real quick, Sean, and it's fine if anyone has this opinion, but here's the thing. I think I bet seriously, but I don't have to bet seriously at Assiniboia. If you're betting seriously every track and that's what you want to do, is you only want to bet seriously. The thing I love about Assiniboia is it's fun.
It's fun. Yep.
I enjoy it. The horses race back frequently. And then as you get to know the horses very quickly, the trainers and the jockeys, it's a pretty small colony. There's not a lot of shippers. So it's just easy to get to know and follow along. They make it fun. The people there at Assiniboia, their player portal, if you want to talk about serious horseplay, you tell me anybody in the game that provides a player portal that not only streams their games, has their free programs, picks, provides picks from Horse Racing Nation and other, they've done other public handicappers in the past where they put their picks in there. So they provide a whole lot of tools and things for the players. Yes, I understand completely what you're saying. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that there is something to be said for what's going on there.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So race 3 coming up. I'll read the conditions here. 7 furlongs going around the 2 turns here. Allowance optional claiming per 16,500 for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, which have never won a race other than maiden, claiming, or starter. And the 2 is out. So we have a field of 4 here coming up in this race.
We'll put that back up when the horses start walking around.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
That way they can see our pretty faces, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what the people come for.
Absolutely. That is what they do. Absolutely. How can you blame them? And Victor is going to sign up for a stable. That's awesome. Good luck, my friend. Yeah. So you got about, So I know you were away, Tim, this weekend. I was doing a little recap there. Tuscan Sky ran at Monmouth this weekend. Now he's running against horses like Hades, who I think had his one day in the sun. I think what we're learning, by the way, is that the 3-year-olds in Florida this winter really weren't that good. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really not. They were not that good. And Hades somehow came back for 3rd, but he was way behind Tuscan Sky, who just he could be an interesting one for the Haskell. He really ran an impressive race down there, exactly. And but that was kind of a lead up for it was the Haskell preview weekend down there. I don't know about you guys, but I love the 5 here. Stretching out will make the difference. Let's check it out here. Right? Fun line at a hard spun. Street line, Street Cry, who, as we all know, that's Winks and the Zenyatta lineage there. D. Dawkins down at 6-5 here, yeah. Ran in the 5 furlong toboggan, was clearly too short for him. Ran 1 mile and 8 last year, and ran very. His boy Carreno has stayed in Mexico. Gotta wonder if 7 furlongs maybe a little bit still too short for him versus but he could. Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely a big class drop for this horse. I mean, if you look stakes last out, this is 3rd off a layoff, so should improve against these. But is the 7 furlongs distance? If you look at the distance, the horse has been in the money 6 out of 9 times at Assiniboia, with 3 of those being wins. But at this distance, a horse has only run 5 times and only got 2 seconds. So none of his 12 lifetime wins have come at this distance.
Marv says, I'm so ashamed I put 2 horses in my pick 5 in a 4-horse field for this race. I don't see anything wrong with that. If you're stuck between 2, absolutely. Yeah, there's no speed in the race. Yeah, that is a definite thing. And that's where, honestly, in this race, I know this is your race, Tim, right?
Mm-hmm. It is.
That's where sometimes I think at 7 furlongs, if you look, which is interesting, Dixie Moe here with Whitehall. I think Whitehall, as Tim says, is absolutely right, is the best 7 furlong rider in the column. And interesting, you look at his races, he's come from behind, but if you look back, Chavy and Chow, the 7.5 furlong race, he went wire to wire. And then the race before with Carreno won by 8 lengths. So this horse has been on the lead before, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
Antonio could have him a little bit more. I mean, if there's no speed in this race, perhaps Dixie Moe just goes to the lead, and Antonio's the master of kind of dumbing down the speed, so.
Right. And then, Sean, another thing to keep in mind is with the 2-turn races here at Assiniboia, The
Yep.
inside posts 1, 2, and 3 have an overwhelming advantage if you look at the stats. And I love that we talk a lot about the one hole in the sprints and how bad it is. It's the complete opposite in these routes. I love the one inside in these 7 furlong races. So the one was my pick in here, Dixie Mo, in Stable Duel. That's the horse that I took in Stable Duel, and I think that the horse is a major player in here.
The other thing is too, right, is that I think this is a huge thing. He's got 2 wins in 2 seconds at this distance. Nobody else has won at this distance.
Yes.
So, you know,
that was another thing that I had noted as well in my notes. So just looking, Stable Duel is updated after the second race.
Yeah.
So looking for folks
I
here.
fell down.
So Matt's still in 14th. El Hombre's in 18th.
Yeah. I probably fell back a little bit.
Spin
Not bad, but
Spin is in 38th. I'm right behind you in 54th because there's a bunch tied for 38th. You and Papa Picks are both at 38. Trying to find some of the others here.
Okay.
Hot Rod is in 66th. Our YO Huskers in 79th right now. Mushroom Eater in 94th. That's Todd.
Yeah, Rodney has 1, 3, 4 in Stable Duel. He loves the one here, Whitehall wire, gate to wire. Frank Payne, but I don't want to waste a box with these odds, so I may go for 5, 1 or 1, 5. Yeah, that's if you go with the way you think, Zach, go the way you think. Rodney 1, 3 exacta ice cold. Dave Weaver says. Uncle Sully El Who is it's an 18. Oh, I blew past Frank. Frank's got to get back in action. China Powers did a 1, 3, and 5 trifecta box. All right, like it. There you go for $2. Good luck, my friend. Horse is getting ready to go out to the track. They're on there. See how they look going out there, shall we? There we go. See how we're looking here.
I'm a little surprised that this 3 is the 7-5 favorite, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The 3, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was the morning line favorite.
Yeah, with the speed, yeah. That's Gorno and Badri, and I know they get played,
Right.
They get played a lot, so. And he's 1 for 2. He's 2 for 2 in the first or second in Assiniboia. So, I mean, so people see it, you know what I'm saying? So I think I wouldn't be shocked if he won, but then I'm saying, but I think that's why he's getting played, Look at Kurt and Stretch. They have the 5. They all think the 5 is just a foregone conclusion here for the 5. Yeah, and the 3 is definitely the fresh horse, if you will, for sure. Great to see everybody. Over 332 people tonight. Love to see you all. Thank you for joining us tonight. As always, 7 furlongs. Always fun around 2 turns. Always fun around 2 turns. What a gorgeous night up there for racing. Let's see other horses. There's my boy Antonio Whitehall. Yeah, Rick Wise is a good trainer there, Frank. He's he only trains at Assiniboia, so you don't see a lot like there's no like year numbers to kind of compare or whatever. So when he's running, as you can see, Dixie Mo has only run at Assiniboia, and that's where his horses run. So he is a specialist of Assiniboia, if you will. There's Dane Dawkins, young kid but very talented. The bet is in for the Paynes picks, $5 exacta 5-1. Good luck, my man.
Bobby D is exacta box 136.
Yeah, good luck, Bobby.
China Power, who
there's
now
6 in
has
there?
his ADW, so he did a 1, 3, and 5 trifecta box.
I don't think there's a 6 in here, is there?
No,
There's no 6. Okay.
probably meant 5.
Bobby, did you mean 135? Yep. Yep, Rodney. Yeah, as we said, yep. The number one has 2 wins in 2 seconds. And if anyone's able to do that, is definitely our friend Antonio on the front at this distance. Sully's just doing a $2 try, 153 straight up. Nothing wrong with that, Sully. Two minutes to go. Here's the 60-second recap. He stretches 5-3-1. Very formful. Let's see what Kurt has. By the way, the jackpot pick 5 carryover, 124,000. If anyone wants to get involved in that, that's a nice little. And Kurt has 5-1-3. Look at that pick 5 growing pool, huh? That's a nice pool.
It is. Nice pool. I just wish most tracks would get away from the jackpot pick 5s, though.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you on that
Play
one.
it straight up and let somebody take it home.
Mike has the exacta box 1-5. Rodney, I think Crimson Advocate has a big chance to win tomorrow in the hands of the great John Gosden Barn and William Buick in the saddle. Doesn't get much better than that, my friends. Zach, I do believe I don't think Frankie made the trip over. I think he's just staying in the U.S. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm not sure Frankie made the trip over. So usually he would ride for Gosden, but to get William Buick is not a bad replacement at all. I think Crimson Advocate. I may be right there with you, Rodney. And Rodney, can you tell Frank and the guy and the people out there which race is that for Crimson Advocate? $0 minutes to post. We're about probably 2-3 minutes away from the real post. But with this carryover, I can understand why they're taking their Gulfstream time.
All right, Sean.
The pick is in.
It is. We're going to run it back here a little bit. So we are going to play a little $5 exacta box, and we are going to box the 1 and the 5. So we're going to hope that we get our 1 horse on top. But in the case that this 5 horse does run the way that I think he's able to in this and does win, then we will still be able to cash a ticket.
Right. Tom, who is the amazing amount of information. Frankie Dettori is over at Ascot, but not riding. His daughter got married last week. He's keeping his media interest going. Thank you, Tom. I knew that he wasn't riding. Exactly. Yeah. Victor said that anything Appleby, Buick, Godolphin. I can't beat them with it. Exactly.
Not a bad trio right there.
Not at all. Rick Johnson's got 3 over the 1-5. Marco, how are you, my friend? 1 is my A horse. Okay, there we go. Love it. Marco's using 1, 3, 5 in here in race 3. Yeah, look out for Holly Doyle. Always a very talented lady indeed. Both she and her husband, James, excellent riders. And that's race 3 tomorrow for everyone for Rodney's horse there. So if you're looking for race 3, definitely a horse to keep your eye on. Now remember here at 7 furlongs, the 1 post is out. The 1 post is not used at a 7 furlong in a small field. So see, the 1 post is not. So it's actually the 1 is in the 2 post, which definitely helps.
And don't forget that here at Assiniboia, a 7 furlong race is a 2-turn race.
Yes. Victor going with us. Hopefully we can get you home. Rick Johnson 1, 5 of 3. Oh, let me get Kurt going here. Antonio's gone to the lead here.
They're off.
Yes.
Quickly out to capture the early lead in between horses. JJ's American Diva up close today. 3 wide.
5 is 4 wide in the first turn.
Spun line.
Yes.
3 lengths from front to back as Dixie Mo has a neck lead on JJ's American Diva. Spun line. We'll be stalking him in
quarter and 25, Sean.
Not fast. Yep.
Quarter 25 and 1, and Dixie Mo and JJ's American Diva still battling it out.
Pretty tight bunch.
Inching closer with Woke Joke the trailer. Still 3 lengths from
49, not a quick pace.
49 seconds.
Still relaxed up front. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Come on, Antonio hasn't. Yeah,
Antonio can cut this corner and finish strong like he does in these 7
Antonio.
furlongs.
Do like you do so many times, buddy.
Go, baby.
Come on, Antonio.
Spinning out of the turn with the lead by half.
Come on, 5.
JJ's American Diva showing a little late running on the far outside.
Hang on, Antonio. Come on.
A 16th of a mile to go. JJ's American
Fight back,
Diva
Antonio.
has put the head in front and is going to win it by a length.
3-1-5. Okay.
Second best. Spun line in third. Fourth to Woke Joe.
That was a good race.
It actually was. Those 2 fought all the way around.
They did, yeah. There is no better rider up there. There's no better rider up there at in 7 furlongs than Whitehall. The way he just rated his horse as much as he could. You can never be disappointed. I know he lost, but that was the perfect ride, And he kept him going right there,
So, Sean, in that race, in stable duel, 18% of stables had the 3. The 1 horse was held by 70% of stables.
Okay.
The 5 was in 14% of the stables, and the 4 was in 61% of stables.
There you go. Second and fourth. I came in. Not that bad. 25-1 shot. Marco Lou has a pick 3, 1-3, with 1, with 5, with 7, with 1, 4, 6. The rest of the picks. Good luck, Marco. Yeah, Rick, nice job. Straight up 3-1-5. Nice job. If you can like something, it's not a bad,
Absolutely. I mean, the 3 made a lot of sense. I just thought that the 5 had the potential to be there on the class drop, but still has not shown what this horse had been doing. So
no. Yeah.
Even at this level, so the class drop hasn't helped this horse a lot, as the horse has definitely taken a step backwards this year.
Yeah, and also too, the 3 could just be an absolute horse for the course. Now, 3 races, 2 wins, and 1 second. So AJ's American Diva clearly likes this track. Did anyone use number 3, Pam's Awesome, in the final race? I thought that horse could run much better second out.
The winner's enclosure, the official winner.
We'll have to visit that race when we do.
That's number 3.
I don't think I did, but
American Diva.
Pam's Awesome. Yeah, exactly. Second time out.
By American Freedom.
As Mike Joyce always says on FanDuel, there's never been a second timer he didn't like.
By Henry Witt Jr., trained by Jerry Gorno. And ridden to victory by
Sean, I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. Yep.
Furlongs, 128-1.
And if you get that exact, the 3-1, 880, 3-1. That's one of those things. Yeah, Frank, definitely speed definitely looks gold tonight. But that's one of those things that in a 4-horse field, you just got 3-1 on an exact 880. There is nothing wrong if you like that. If you like that, that's exactly nothing wrong with that at all. 3-1 an exact in a 4-horse field. If you really, really like an exacta, no problem with that whatsoever. So anybody who was live there and had it, this is great, So unbelievable. So very exciting here. Thank you to everybody. 356 people joining us tonight here for Assiniboia. Love having you guys. Always a pleasure having you, for sure. Let me see if I can get the back here, my friends. No, exactly. But great to have you all here so far. Mark Ewell, win bet. Rodney is on the it was obvious 3 in the third. But Ronnie likes Mark Ewell. Is that Antonio again? Let me see here. Where is this? Mark Ewell win bet tonight? Oh, he's in the 4th race. Yep, he's in the 4th race. Yep. Mark Ewell, who definitely ran a much improved race last time under Antonio Whitehall. The only thing is there, Rodney, until we see a horse close, right now the speed is definitely holding up. But that does not mean, but yet Whitehall and Brown, if anyone can do it, my friend, it is them for sure. And we're going to look at the 4th race here. 6 furlongs claiming purse 14,800 for 3-year-olds and up. 3-year-olds get 119. The older horses get 124. And let's see if we have any. Here's Tim back here, my friend.
Quick refill.
Back. I'm going to quickly get this back here for us before we. You want to talk for a minute, my friend? I'm just getting our screen back here.
Yeah, I mean, A2 Thoroughbreds here. Michael Nolt. Praven Badri is your most likely favorite on the 4-horse here, Yola. This horse, I mean, this horse is off to an incredible start here for the year. So doing absolutely nothing wrong. Started off the year at a 5 furlong race, winning easily by 6, came back in 5.5, won by 2 1/4. And now we're going 6 furlongs. And I just think the winning just continues. So I think it's a clear 4-3, 3-4 in here. If you like the 3 more, I prefer the 3 underneath, but I see with the connections in here, Gittins and Cumberbatch, with the potential for them to win as well. But I love Yola. I think this is a horse. I think I've been on her every week, but she was a huge favorite last time. So
yeah.
Love the horse. I think she definitely the horse is going to he's going to be hard to beat in here. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So let me see here. I'm just bringing our screen back up here for us, my friends. So our screen went poof on there. I don't know how that happened, but now we got them back.
We have a huge 6-horse field in here, Sean.
I know. Look at that, huh?
Don't know how to act.
Gotta bring our screen back here. What the heck? Bet $12 to win 11. Yeah, $2 exacta box is 12. Exactly. So
yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And the horse in a small field like that, the trifectas won't pay that much.
No, I will not better try in a small field like that.
Right, exactly. So I think this is a fascinating,
especially unless you're betting it straight, because you feel strongly about a horse. But I don't like a 3-horse box in a 4-horse field.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's not my cup of tea there. Exactly. But for some people it is, and and God bless them.
There you go, Sean.
What happened? Oh,
Uncle Sully there. If Dandy Don Meredith was, he would say to the Mavericks, "Turn out the lights. The party's over."
Oh man, I'll tell you right now. Yeah. So for those who want to update here, I'm kind of right now it is Boston 67, Dallas 46 at the half. And for anyone who doesn't know, I grew up in the Boston Celtics organization. My dad worked for them. I worked for them as a teenager and a early adult. So very excited. Hopefully they can continue the streak here. But so far, so good. And this is kind of ironic, Tim. It's June 17th. 617 is the area code for Boston, which is kind of funny. And 16 years ago to the day, KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce won the title. So some things lining up there. So
exactly, the stars have aligned.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. We still have to go, but we're
bringing home to Boston.
Yeah, we're feeling good. Exactly. We're hopefully shipping off to Duck Boat Boston. So yeah, and then
I will say they had one of my favorite players of all time.
Who's that?
One of the I consider top 3 players of all time in the NBA. Does not get enough top 2 talk, and that is Mr. Larry Bird.
Larry Edward Bird is and I will without a doubt say this, my friend, if you ask any player that played in that era, the fact that he's not brought up and that, the greatest trash talker in the history of the NBA. Every player to a man that played in that era says he is the greatest trash talker. Even Michael Jordan said this, So he said, I always tried to be the best I could in everything I've been. He said, I will never be as good as a trash talker as Larry Bird. It just won't happen.
Yeah. Well, the thing that everybody says, and if you haven't seen some of the YouTube videos, go out there and look it up. Just type in Larry Bird videos and look at what people say about him. Some of the best who've ever played the game, how he would tell them what he's going to do, go down, do it in their face, and they couldn't stop him.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
And you know, the thing about Larry Bird is he still tells Michael Jordan, he's like, yeah, you might have those 6 titles, but with the Bulls, but you didn't get any of them until I retired from the Celtics, because the Bulls could not get past the Celtics while he was there. Gotta love it.
Exactly. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. No problem. China. Yeah. Rick's helping out. Great stuff. Victor. Love having the chat in this room. As Tim and I were saying, coming on before, we so value you guys in the show. You're such an important, integral part of the show, and we so appreciate it. Yeah, Marv. There was one night Larry Bird was so bored he just played with his left hand, wouldn't even shoot with his right hand. He still scored like 36, 38 points with his left hand. Wouldn't even just amazing. Todd's in the house.
No, love the guy. The Hick from French Lick.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome, Sully. My first Celtics game in 2000. Great stuff. Rick Pitino. That is not an era that we like to be in the Celtics. The Kentucky people love them, but I'm saying that is not an era that exactly. And Tim knows this is not an insult by any means to his Kentucky Wildcats. Rick drafted every Kentucky Wildcat, Antonio Walker, Mercer,
Walter McCarty.
Walter. I mean, just tried to make it. It didn't translate into the pros at all, and they were terrible. You know exactly. And he replaced Red Auerbach. And true story, Tim. I will tell you this: the Twist, Jeff Twist, the PR guy said to Pitino that he said the day that he replaced Red as the president, he said the jinx will come on you, and look what's happened to him since. I'm just saying that make the power of Red Auerbach is just it's amazing. Yeah, don't mess with Red. Exactly. So
not at all.
Yeah,
Sean, you got the feed. Let's go ahead and
I'm bringing it right back, my friend. Yep. Oh, sorry. Let me get the feedback here for us. Yeah, it was going funny, so I stopped it for a second, but I think we have it back. There it is.
I was just watching
it back now. Yeah, there we go. Bring it right back up here. There we go.
Have them in there because the horses are in the paddock walking
They're
around.
In the paddock. Yep. Tim, you know what? There's still 9 minutes to go, but the pick is already in.
I love it. Give the folks plenty of time to hit the window, Sean.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I am just doing a very simple $4 exacta box 3-4.
I think that's smart.
And Frank Payne is doing the opposite. He's doing 3-2 and fading the 4. But see, that's what the wonderful thing is about horse racing is if you have an opinion, right? No one else knows everything, you know.
Not at all.
Yeah, Victor, you did see TVG on my screen. Yep, I am a lot of my friends. As a matter of fact, I have my FanDuel hat on. A lot of my very good friends work for FanDuel /TVG, and so I do support them very much. So many of my good friends work on FanDuel TVG. But a lot of great people out there. Fox has Maggie, Rajiv, Acacia, all those people, great. The Kentucky people, can you get better than Caitlin Free and Scotty and those guys? Great. And Joe, I mean, just fantastic. So many great.
If somebody doesn't soon take Caitlin out of the paddock and put her front and center on camera here, being one of the main people, then they're going to miss out an opportunity because somebody else is going to do that soon.
Yeah. John, to answer your question, they're on the background. I can see them. Lambeer owned your cute little princesses. Hombre, do you remember a pass when Isaiah, all he had to do was get the ball in bounds and Dennis Johnson stole the ball I mean, and Larry Bird stole the ball and broke right to Dennis Johnson, laid it in and broke the Detroit Pistons' hearts. Exactly. One of my favorite moments. And Dan is following us all along with a 3-4 exacta box. Great to have you join us, hombre. Always, my man. TM, no one on the 3 horse. 6 furlong sets the prep. TM, we got the 3-4. We're there with you. Frank Payne loves the next race. Yeah, that's an interesting race. Lady Cop, Russian Pearl, Mechanic Susie. That's a great field. And Victor's going with us. China Power's got a 2, 3, and 4 trifecta box. Love to see it. Look at these guys. They're stretched out in the beginning there. 1, 2, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 6. They're all over the board here in this one. Oh, when Mikhail clothesline Ramus. Oh, I think you would agree with this, Tim, for sure. There will never be another series like the 85 Celtics and Lakers, the 80s Celtics and Lakers. Those guys were just
no, that was
Hall of Famers galore, you know?
Bird and Magic going at it.
Yeah, you can't, there's nothing better than that, you know? Worthy, Kareem, Thompson, I can still name them all, you know? Name of the Celtics, Walton. Mike W has a exacta key 4 with the 2, 3. Todd, what about DeSantis, my friend? Oh, Carolina Moon is joining us again. Great to see you, my friend. $4 exacta box, 3, 4. Pick 4, $1. He's just singling 4, 7, 7, 1. Good luck, Carolina.
Interesting as far as that pick 4. I'm getting ready to put one in because a couple of people were asking for it. So I'm just gonna put down what I would bet as a pick 4 in here personally.
Neil Patterson on Gold Special. Antonio Whitehall on Mark E. Well, I think someone liked Mark E. Well here. That was Rodney, I think, liked Mark E. Well here.
There you have what I would play as a pick 4 in here. I would so if Carolina Moon had hit that, I would have it because that pick 4 because that's pretty much I've got those horses, but I would play the 3 in addition to the 4 in here. And then I would play the 6 in addition to the 1 in the last race. And as a matter of fact, I don't want to spoil anything, but I like the 6 a lot in that race. The 1's going to be a prohibitive favorite, but I like the 6 a lot in there.
Yeah. And Malathot, got to see him at the spa. His daughter, who's a fabulous handicapper, was there, and she got to meet Brian Hernandez.
Nice.
Which was a real thrill. He's a great guy, and they got the picture taken with him, or he's got to meet him, which is awesome, right after his big win, which is exciting. And El Hombre, 6th place in the Tour de Force, fantastic. It's his own thing. He deserves to win. So major
absolutely
major thing, my friend. Great job. Kids actually get food next week. It's a wonderful. The toys don't have to go back to the shop. It's a wonderful thing. Tom is going straight win on the 3. I'm a little against the 4, looking at the races at 6 furlongs versus 5 furlongs or 5. Okay.
El Hombre rode the coattails of Mystic Dan to a nice win in the Derby.
Yes.
He was on that horse from the beginning, called it, cashed it, and that helped him big time as he finished really strong and had that nice 6th place finish.
Yeah, and then let's see, we got China's 3, 4, 2, and 6 superfecta straight 1 time. Like it, my friend. TM said 6 can also win this also. 3, 6, and 4 exactly. The 6 is right there, my friend. Kurt likes the 4, 1, 2. Stretch likes the 2, 4, 6 here. Oh, that is a match.
But one more time, just a reminder, the official bet here on Monday Night Lights is an exacta box for $4 with the 3 and the 4.
In the 4. There we go. Mike's telling Elle to go get some Nickelback and Burt Kreischer tickets. Uh-oh, Tim. We've had both Nickelback and Burt Kreischer named in this. This isn't the lounge, so I guess there haven't been exactly.
So Hot Rod is sitting in 14th place in the free game. Tied in 21st is Tupaloop, Matt, and El Hombre, both tied for 21st. Guys. Who else can we see here? SPN is in 38th. Papa's Picks is also in 38th. I'm right behind them in 46th.
I just have big investment in this race.
In this race, I have Yola.
Yola, okay.
I have the 4. And
well,
interesting.
The way this track is playing tonight, Tim, that is definitely a very positive.
Yeah, and the thing is, I like it because only 19% of stables went with the 4 in here. You've got 12% on the 3, 14% on the 2, 30% have the 1, and then you've got 11% on the 5, and 39% took the 6 horse in here.
Wow.
Antonio Whitehall.
Yes.
For Jared Brown.
Yeah, no, we'll get Hombre back soon, my friends. Yep. We'll get him back soon. Family and personal stuff first, and we'll get him back for it very soon.
We're purposely keeping El Hombre out. If you haven't been following along, we're letting him rest all the way up to Breeders' Cup so that he can stay on for the entire 24 hours of Breeders' Cup and see how many beers he can finish.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. He's in training right now. Secretly in training for the 24-hour marathon. Exactly. Todd is currently holding down 80th. But it's early, Todd. A couple of nice wins for you. You can move right back up there. Just going to take this down just for 1 second, my friend.
Sure.
Just make sure I get the sound right. Let me see here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just making sure you get the sound right here for us. There we go. And you bring it right back up here for us. There we go. I don't think Big Brown ever raced at Assiniboia. No, not to my knowledge. Big Brown did not ever run at Assiniboia. Yep, exactly. Yep. Amen.
Well said, Bobby.
Thing. Very well said. Yep. Do what you have to do, right? Yep. That's why we got his back proudly up here, and yep. Family and friends and personal stuff first. Horse racing will always be there the next day.
That is so right.
And they're making their way back to the starting gate.
It's about time for my favorite graphic in horse racing. It's post time with that 80s arcade feel.
I love it. Ombre in his spare time has been visiting breweries. Exactly trying to build up the system exactly for bringing experts in from Milwaukee, from everywhere, all over. It's post time.
There it is. There it is. There's the graphic.
We just have no Anna Kazana tonight. Rick Johnson's got 4 with 3-6 with 1-2-5. 3-6-4-1-2-5. Exact the box 4 with 3-6. Bring it home, Rick. Todd's got 4 across for $6. There you go. TM's is 4 at 8-5 is way over bet. 1 win at 6 furlongs at 26 starts. Yeah.
One to go in.
The beauty of racing, my friends.
Here comes big
Over
investment.
388 people tonight joining us. So appreciate having y'all with us. Sully's got the 5 across, 16-1.
Yola, the current 6-5 favorite, goes right in. Just 2 left to load. Gold special. And now just waiting on Marquis Well to the outside.
Looks like they're all in. They're still working to get the 6 closed up.
They're all
There it
set. They're
goes.
at the post.
I would definitely expect YOLO in the lead.
And they're off. From the middle of the track.
Audrey's getting him out.
Investment showing some big early speed. Matched on the inside. By
YOLO
Lucky
taken back
Luke.
tonight.
Yola watching that action, well restrained from third. Another length and a half back. That's Marquis.
Looks well in
on the
hand, though. I
outside.
like it.
Gold special in between horses and Spire, the early trailer. About 7 off the lead. They went the opening quarter 23-2 and big investment. Holding on to that half-length advantage. But Praven Badri and Yola say, let's go. And now they've engaged big investment. Lucky Luke back to third, trying to rally Marquis Well, Gold Special, and Spire on the rail. They hit the head of the lane.
Let's go.
Come on, you two. Open up. Come on, you two. Come on, 3. Stay right there with him.
3's fading.
No, look at this.
Who's absolutely
Whoa.
Gold Special. Spire, Gold Special. These 2 to the wire. 2 close.
Whoa.
5-2, if you ask me. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Suddenly, that and Uncle Sully had the 5 across. Woo. Oh, Sully, hope you got up there. Okay, now we're seeing a little bit different picture here, folks. This is what I'm saying. Now that we're
This is what happens at Assiniboia every week.
Yep. Then the track is starting to play a little bit different. Yep. All of a sudden, the speed is not holding.
The stewards have requested.
I think the 5. I think we have a winner here for Uncle Sully. 16-1.
5 furlongs, 59-2. Time for the 6 furlongs, 112-3.
Boy, the 2 favorites just absolutely just quit. Yep. Big duel up front.
Good job, Sully.
Oh, Todd is 4, 5, and 6 there. Good job, Todd. Moving up the board there.
Third to Yola and 4th to Marquis Well.
Spire is just a consistent horse. I actually looked at him. He always runs a good race. Spire. Tough beat there if you're a Spire fan. Oh, man, Sully, I think Gold Special was like 16-1, and then went down to 9. Wow.
Yeah. If somebody had that exacta, that 5-2 exacta for $2 is paying $116.
Wow. Sully's still a great call at 9-1, my friend. Wow. Great call. Great call.
I'm trying to see. I don't see anybody picking the 5-2 exacta.
I was going to say, yeah. Vincente del Cid, yeah, Delta Downs now. I know, huh? That one did not help me at all. Big investment was a bad investment.
It's all right. $8.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. We're still doing just fine. And this is what we were saying, folks, which is interesting, is that we're through 4 races. We're only down a couple of dollars, on the night. And we're
down
on to the floor.
$5.25 after 4 races.
Yep. Absolutely.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner here in race number 4, that's number 5, Gold Special. Gold Special is a big gelding, 5 years old, by Jess's Dream, out of the mare cabinet by Discreetly Mine.
To quote our friend Matt DeSantis here, Marky Well just got the old Assiniboia Downs special and went 12 wide for no reason coming off the turn and got a cup of coffee in Calgary before finishing the stretch run.
Wow, look at those payouts. Best payouts of the night by far.
Hello.
And once again, in that race, Sean, on the 5, 11% of stables had that horse at a bargain price of $500.
Wow.
Scratch number 4, where's the pump?
How many people had Spire?
Number 6,
it wasn't a lot that had Spire. Spire was 14%.
Wow.
Here in race number 5, they'll go to post in 17 minutes.
Just an update on the Celtics game. 9:10 to go in the third. It's Boston 78, Dallas 52. The man I am most excited for, if they do win, is our buddy Al Horford.
Followed by a spectacular
19 years in the league.
By Campfire Pyrotechnics. Racing starts at 7:30. Admission is free, and parking is free just until 8
because when the Celtics won in 2007, they went down to the wire with Atlanta, and they had a rookie named Al Horford. What a win, though, huh?
Yeah, I'm going back looking at it now. It's just like I had the horse dead last, and I still don't see anything on that form that would make me pick that horse.
No, I wouldn't have bet. No, and that's
would have never gotten there. But Sean, you know what they say? Turn the page.
Turn the page. That is what we do here. We just turn the page. And we have 15 minutes into race 5. This is Tim's race, and I will read the conditions here. I'll turn off the sound here so we can. Sometimes they come barging in with sounds. Okay, we're gonna have our poll here. Will the fan of the night be a woman or a man? Interesting, because that should be coming up, our VIP fan of the night. I'm going with a lady. Gonna spice it up tonight. Race 5, is 6 furlongs, allowance optional claiming, purse 16,500 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won a race other than. And Marco likes the 3 and the 5 in race 5. The Celtics are up by 26, and Mark Cuban is having a temper tantrum. Love it. There you go.
Love it.
See, that's right. Stable Duel is fun, Todd. Yeah, you get one race, man, you're right back in it. You know, you can be down in the dumps, and the next time, boom.
You know, and the one thing I noticed, Sean, is the guy that the stable that's in first place. I just clicked on them just to see who they had in that race. They had the winner.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So that's going to really help them out.
There you go, Todd.
All right. So the 4 and the 6 are out here. So that gives us a field of 5.
Yes, a field of 5. Which means if you used anybody here in Stable Duel, as long as they cross the line, you get points. Yeah, Victor just said, Tim, that's why there's so much to be said for looking at them. Like you had 4 winners from the post grade. Absolutely. The great ones.
Exactly. I mean, I'm always, I never place a wager when I'm on track until I see the horses on track. And even when I'm betting online a lot, I will wait until I see the horses on track almost every time.
Every time. One of my favorite people in racing, Tim, is Kaiten Bradar. And she is amazing at picking out a horse just by its looks. You know what I'm saying? Right. And saying, that horse looks like it's on its toes, ready, you know? It's amazing. Those people have a real gift. Caitlin, another one that can really do that, you know?
Yes.
Oh, Todd's to 123rd. Well, it's kind of close to second. It has a 2 in it, Todd. You know? Exactly. You're close. Exactly. You'll move up, though. You'll move up. Don't worry. Exactly. So we are 11 minutes to race 5. All right. So Marv's now gone to the pick 3. He's going 2-5-7 with 4-5-7 and singling the 6.
No pick 3 for me, but I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, Victor, 95% of the time I don't bet until they're getting in the starting gate. Andy Biancone is amazing. She is amazing.
I do think, yes, she's very good at it. She's another one that's good at it. And there are several people like that. But
oh yeah.
Sean, I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about this one, because I've got a horse that I like a little bit in here that I don't think is going to be among the favorites in here, but it's hard to say.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this was an interesting race to me. The one that really like got me kind of like, you know, was the 5 Russian Pearl. And it's just an interesting. I'm saying in terms of like I was looking for value in a 5-horse field. You know, this horse is interesting in the fact that with Cumberbatch, last time went for the lead at 7 furlongs, didn't work, but that was 7 furlongs, cuts back to 6. And when he ran 5 last time, he came from behind, and the speed is kind of holding up. It's not holding up right now. So maybe Cumberbatch tries the come from behind angle here, and he has had success with getting the before. So I thought that was an interesting pick in here. Lady Cop always runs a very tough race, but doesn't always win. You know, but 5 for 14, 5, 2, and 4 and 14 starts. You can't get more consistent than that. So I mean, so that is definitely. I'm almost with them. I was 7-5, and then my third horse was the 2 Mechanic Susie with the Antonio Whitehall.
Interesting. Before I talk about horses, Sean, let me give a quick shout out to our friend Paul, who's saying that he is with us a lot, but he's actually in the hospital right now. He had a diabetes issue, so just want to wish Paul a speedy recovery here. I hope you get everything back on track there, Paul, and that the
Paul,
next time we see you with us, that you're home and doing better. So.
Yep, Zach. And look at him. He still has bets on Ascot Tuesday. Yes, we will. Tim and I will both be playing Ascot tomorrow for sure, my friend.
Absolutely. Yes.
Tim's got his tails all ready to go.
Got the top hat. I took it out and steam cleaned it today.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Sean, it's pretty amazing, that we do this so often that it becomes the norm. That the horse that I loved in here was 5, and it was for the exact reason that you said. And one thing that I love in racing, and it's hard to really look at this as that, because you look at that 7 furlong race the last time out for Russian Pearl, and most people look at 7 furlongs as being a sprint. But here at Assiniboia, I'm going to call that a route. Okay.
Yeah.
And I love a sprint to route to sprint, form cycle. So when I'm looking at horses taking that angle to where they go sprint to route to sprint, I love that, especially when it looks like they got something out of the route. And I think that this horse did. It showed the lead, and still, even though third, just beating a length in here in that last race. And I think that third off the form cycle coming back here, that's going to help. The 6 furlong is definitely a distance that the horse is going to want. And again, I think the 7 is much the best in here, but the 5 was the horse that I was playing underneath. So I was a very strong 7-5 in here. And just like you, there are a couple that you could go to after those 2 when you get past the 7 and the 5. You mentioned the 2. Another one that I think you have to look at in here is the 1 Texas Rain. I think that this is another horse. First off a layoff, if you look, the works have been really good. That 1 June had a bullet workout. So I think that this horse seems to be working well coming into this race. The works are good. This horse has not won at Assiniboia, but if you look in 12 races, has been in the money 8 out of 12 times.
Yep. And they're saying tonight she breaks it down. If you like Lady Cop, best of luck, Paul. Thanks so much for joining us. And TM joined us, said 1 horse is progressing, and they're coming off long layoff and dropping down in class. There you go. Yep.
Take care, Paul. Good luck at Ascot, and we will see you back soon, hopefully from home and healthy.
Yes, exactly. Yep. And Mike W has a 127 try box. Oh yeah, Omnis with 30 horse fields can be very lucrative. Is that yep? So
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, Victor. They're the VIP fan of the night.
Here it comes, man. Come on.
Come on, lady. Give it to a lady.
Give us some sound in case they don't put
yeah.
There
you go. Let me get that too. Yeah, hold on a second.
For $16,500.
$500.
And who is our fan of the night? Let's see it out.
Owned by Murray Duncan and the estate of Gerald B. Stewart. Trained by Murray Duncan with Dwight Lewis. Number 2 is Mechanic Susie. Owned by Tom Payne, Larry Falloon, and Elton Dickey.
Antonio Whitehall.
Antonio Whitehall. Number 3 is I've Got All Night. Owned by Dark Cloud Racing. Trained by Jamie Hartman with Sven Balro. Number 4, Where's the Pumps, was scratched. Number 5 is Russian Pearl. Owned by Larry Falloon and Ron Wiley. Trained by Devin Gittins with Ronaldo Cumberbatch. Number 6, Majestic Gig, was also scratched. Number 7 is Lady Cop, owned by A2 Thoroughbreds and True North Thoroughbreds, trained by Michael Nault.
A2 Thoroughbreds is always happy. It's always
of the night race. Here in race
contender.
number 5, they'll go to post in approximately 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Did we see who the VIP person was? I don't think they put that up.
I don't think they announced it. It's just the VIP race, but I don't think they announced the fan.
Usually they do it with like 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 or 2 minutes to post.
Should be coming up here.
Yeah. In stable duel here, I have the 3 and the 5.
I have 7 and 5 in here.
Let us know who the VIP of the night is. Haven't put it up yet. Rodney's got a 2-5 exacta box here. Thanks, Todd. Oh, they didn't give the VIP person.
All right, the girl's going 6 furlongs. At 5 horses, the race goes through the 7 horse on the outside.
Well,
she's going to try to show some speed.
Oh, sometimes they do it before the post time. That's right. Sometimes they do it before post.
Others to take a look at it.
Frank Payne has got a tri-key box 7 with the 1-2-5.
But not that far off. The work says
That's
she's
pretty
ready.
interesting.
She certainly can be right there. And the other one that ran a big race last time showing speed, cuts back in distance, that's the 5. Let's go 7-1-5. Kurt.
Rick Johnson's got 7, 5, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 5 with 7. He's right with Kurt.
Tough horses, Lady Cop, who I also like, stretch. Soaring Lady and Casino Queen, the allowance dropper. This is a little bit easier, and she is on.
Sean?
Yes.
From 7 to the 6 furlongs. And number 2, Mechanic Susie, big win last time.
In this race, we're going to do something a little bit different. I feel good about this 7-5 exacta, but you know, we're going to try to hit something a little bit. I know it's a 5-horse race, so we're going to go fairly straight up for the top 2. We're going to play our 7-5 on top, but we're going to play the 1 and the 2 underneath for third. So we're going to play a $2 trifecta, 7-5 with 1-2 for $4.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Over 400 people tonight. Unbelievable. Thank you, everybody. 2 minutes to post.
It's now 2 minutes to post time at ASD.
You definitely could. Todd mentions go ahead and reverse it and then play the 7 with the 1-2 with the 5. You definitely could do that. But
yeah, yeah.
And it still only cost you $8 total. But I'm gonna keep it skinny because 7-5 is it. 7-5 is it, Todd. I don't need to go reverse. Conviction. Some people call it conviction. Some people call it stupidity.
I like confidence.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. And the 7.5 exacta, so I always gauge off of that. The 7.5 exacta is only paying $12.40. So if we hit a trifecta, we should make a little bit of money underneath that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
7.2 is actually your favorite in the probables right now, as far as exactas, paying $10. So
yeah.
Right now,
what's the favorite exacta right now?
7.2.
7.2. Okay. Yeah. Frank also played a $1.257 straight try. Okay.
There
you see that for sure. You see that for sure.
Seven looks good. That would be my post parade pick here.
Yeah.
But most of all, I want the 7 and 5. I need the 7-5 to be 1-2, Sean. And when we let's look at the ownership. So the 7 is played by 30% of stables. The
I'm just gonna take it off for 1 sec.
The 5 is being played by 53.
Yeah.
The 3 is 23. The 2 is 22, and the 1 is 35. So overwhelmingly, the 5 is being played. So we want the 7 on top, because I've got them both. So a lot of people will have that one, but not as many have the 7. So we want the 7-5, just like we said.
I like it. It's now post time. Bringing them right back up here.
Let's do it.
There we go. We're bringing them right back up to the screen. There we go. Yeah, these horses run a ton against each other, Frank. These are the battle axes, if you will.
Yes.
Of Assiniboia.
Here comes Mechanic Susie.
Mechanic Susie.
I've got all night from the middle goes in. Just 2 left to load. Russian Pearl.
And Lady Cop.
Now just waiting on the 6-5 favorite, Lady Cop, to the outside. They're all set. They're at the post. And they're off. From the middle of the track, that's Russian Pearl, showing some speed on the inside. I've got all night. 3 wide, Lady Cop gets into the fray. Mechanic Susie also
Boy, we got Donnybrook up.
Wow.
And Texas
we're gonna go 4 across the track here.
Wow.
Off of it.
We got a doozy.
And the 1's right there.
Yeah.
So it's like 4 across, and then the other one's right there.
Yeah,
So
we got an absolute doozy here.
4 wide.
This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen this here.
No.
Still watching that 4-way battle as they're hitting the head of the lane, and it's Mechanic Susie who spins out of the turn with the lead by 2.
The 7 is fading bad.
Second, I've got all night.
The 2 is going to run away.
Pearl. They're coming to the 16th pole, and this one's going to be Mechanic Susie.
Mechanic Susie.
Get out of town. 2-3-5.
Second best. Third go to Russian Pearl, and 4th.
Wow.
Texas Rain.
7 just nowhere to be seen. But I've never seen such a.
No,
I've never seen that. That was
they parked the 7 out 4 wide all the way around the track.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So that's never gonna work.
No.
That is never gonna work.
No, not at all. I gave him second.
That's a pretty bad ride.
I gave him second and third in the stable duel. Huh?
I said that's a pretty bad ride by
The
Baudry,
Stewards
if you
approach
ask
to number
me.
2,
So
Mechanic Susie.
Yeah, that was.
As a race winner. Second goes to number 3, I've Gone All Night.
Hey Neil,
Third to
how
number
are you?
5, Russian Pearl, and fourth.
Time is
to number
Neil. The
1,
times tonight have been very slow on
Yes.
the slower side. Yeah, wonder if it's only. I know it sounds weird. It was 66 degrees to start, so I can only imagine it's probably maybe a little cooler now, probably like 50 something. So maybe on the cool side tonight, and the track may be playing that way. Todd says something is rotten in Denmark. Antonio Whitehall.
there he is. Always seems to make a splash somewhere, and it's typically on a horse just like this.
Yeah. Everybody knows any horse that he's on over 4-1, I automatically just put 2-1 in place on him.
All right, so update the bankroll down to 90.75. We've still lost less than 10
We're
bucks.
still right in the battle.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner of our VIP.
No, Rodney, you know.
That's number
Oh, I thought the
2,
5 did get second. No, he got third.
No, the 5 got
Oh, the
third.
3.
Mechanic Susie
That's
is a
right,
dark
that's
bear,
right,
brown
yeah.
filly, 4 years
Yeah,
old.
the 5 faded as well. It's,
Out of the mare, Quantum Mechanics.
well, there goes my stable duel for sure. That'll end me.
Larry Falloon and Elton Dickey. Trained by
Let's
Elton
see.
Dickey and ridden to victory by Antonio Whitehall. Number 2, Mechanic Susie.
What percent had the
proudly
7? That'd be
bred
interesting
right
to
here in
see.
Manitoba by Larry Falloon.
30% had the 7.
Right.
Race 5 is
How many
official
people had
in the
Mechanic
upcoming
Susie?
6th
22% had
Class
Mechanic
of
Susie.
9-5 wagering.
Yeah, most people had Russian Pearl.
Yeah,
53%
Russian
were on,
Pearl. Yeah, yeah.
3% were on Russian Pearl.
23% had the 3.
Rolling double and classic high 5 wagering.
Neil, wow. It's hot in Rock Chalk Jayhawk country, huh? Woo.
Yeah, we had 94 today here in the Louisville area, and it's still 82 degrees out at 10:30 at night.
Victor's a little bit pissed. I've never seen here at Assiniboia 4 horses like continue to go that like a line.
That's why I say somebody should have kind of
Backed
positioned
off,
their
yeah.
horse a little better and backed off, but especially when you're 3 and 4 wide. Why do you want to run all the way around the track 4 wide?
I thought the 1 was gonna
I did
just
too.
engulf them all,
Yeah, but they ran too slow, and
no, I know, but
actions were slow, and then you're never going to close on that, like we talked about earlier.
yeah, at first I was like, wow, like holy cow. Upstate New York, 94, 98 tomorrow. Even up in the Syracuse area, it's hot up there. Woo! It's hot in the Cuse. Rick Johnson, 4125. No, yeah. That was a good race, yeah, but I've never seen that one, And Uncle Sully asked earlier, no, we can't do a stream for Ascot.
Unfortunately,
Wish we could, but we can't. No.
All right, Sean, we got 2 races to go. We're going to close out well in the last race, I have a feeling, but I like that race a little bit. But in here, we've got a $3,000 claiming race.
Yes, we do.
Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have not won a race since December 17th.
Yeah. No, definitely, Todd. Yeah. One day. Oh, sorry. Let me get that off there just for a second. I don't know why it kicks out sometimes. Victor was born and raised around Belmont and Aqueduct. That's not a bad place to grow up, my friend.
I grew up around Keeneland.
Yep. Again, not a bad place to grow.
No, gotta love that.
This is my love a horse in this race here tonight.
Well, it's your race, so you'll get to play that one if you want.
Yeah, right. But hey, but the great thing is, I can be persuaded,
Yes.
And
I'm going to try to do that, Sean. I'm going to try to persuade you a little bit.
Love it.
I do like a horse in here as well, and with I think a decent chance at a price here. So
yeah, let me bring this back up here for us. Get it back up. There it is. Bring it back up on the screen, and we're back. And there are the horses. When does Kentucky? Okay, so Rodney, Kentucky Downs always starts when Saratoga closes. So it's the week after Labor Day, right? It's like the week, right? About a week after Labor Day.
Right, somewhere around there.
Yeah. It's always the week after Saratoga because they always go to there. Yep. And just bet Mikey Maker because somehow all of his horses run well there. There's one horse that's run like, I think it's like Makers at like he's run 2 times. Oh no, it's Graham's horse. He's run there like 2 years in a row. He's won there, but he can't win anywhere else. But when he runs there, he can't be beat. Such a unique course. Clever name. Seriously. With 9 minutes to go in the fourth, is the Celtics 88, Dallas 67.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
I've been with them too long, Tim, to know until it says 30 seconds to go. I have a great story for you, Tim. This is great. Doc Rivers told us this story, right? The Celtics were up 40 on the Lakers. The first time they beat them, just destroyed them, right? And Thibodeau said to Doc, he said, it's okay. We won this game. You can pull them. And Doc looked straight at Thibodeau and said, is Kobe still out there? Then I'm not pulling him.
Exactly. Hardest working guy.
He said, as soon as Kobe left, he said, I pulled them all. So here we go. So 12 minutes to race 6. And Tim, who are your top 3 here, my friend? And let us know, guys, who you like in this race, most importantly.
So
you can do as well.
I thought this race was interesting, Sean, and we've already seen over the last couple how we've had horses who were clear favorites and they're finishing up the track. This is the race that I had actually picked that to happen. I think that the 7 is going to be a huge favorite in here. And coming off the layoff, I'm going to play against this horse here. And it's a horse in 13 starts at Assiniboia, only has 1 win. So I'm going to play against the horse completely here. And Antonio Whitehall, as we have seen, he just got a win, but he's not off to the greatest of starts. And with the win in the last, I like him even less in this one. So the horse that I found really interesting in here is the 8 Lady Nyla. Or Nala, or however they want to call it. This is a horse second off a layoff who in the last race in a 5.5 furlong race was close to the pace early on. short lead in the beginning, then was still just a length off of that in third, and finished fourth, beating only 2 3/4 length in the first off a layoff. So I think coming back this time, this is a horse that has the opportunity to move forward. Siobhan Bell gets the ride here for lead around and I just like this horse in this particular race. Another horse that I'll go to in here, and it's our friend Rashad Knights, who's riding his butt off, and this is a horse third off a layoff. I think this horse is going to appreciate this filly, 4-year-old filly is going to appreciate the 5 pounds in here, third off a layoff, and another one who is going to be closing late. And I know it's hard to see that there, but the horse typically does close. And while it may not have shown that over the last 2, I think that this horse could wake up with the weight break here. And then with the third pick, I'll go and put Antonio underneath with the 7. But I'm going to try to play the 8 and 3 on top of the favorite in here.
The 3, you scratched.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Oh. The 3 was scratched. I forgot to cross out my scratches in this race. So. Then in that case, Sean, I would definitely be 8 and 7. I would just move the 7 up and be 8 and 7. Another horse that could potentially close up with the 3 scratched out in here is the 5 horse. So the 5 is who I would put behind those. So I would go 8, 7, 5 with the 3 out here.
Okay, like it. I think I know my pick.
I like it.
With the 6th pick in the 6th race, Spin Nation selects $2 exacta box 5, 7, 8.
So that'll cost you $12, and with only 1 race to go, we're in great shape to be able to do that. So
yeah,
I like it a lot. 5, 7, and 8 exacta box.
Yes, sir. And thank you to everybody for joining in tonight. So appreciate having everybody. Noise? What is noise?
Nice.
Oh, nice. There you go.
But nice.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Nice.
We're going to Ascot, or Australia would say nice, mate.
Oh, goodness. You know, we need Colin to jump in the last race and make sure that gives us our sleepy time pick. Last week's sleepy time pick won.
It did, I know, huh? Thank you, Sir Todd. Runaway Train. Soul Asylum would be betting that horse. Neil is picking the 6 horse without seeing a racing form and just looking at the horses in the paddock. Hey, that's a great way. Tim did that, had 4 winners that way. Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, 6 looks good in the paddock.
Yeah, actually, it's funny that he said that because I was looking at the 6 and then I went back to my form because this was one that when I was looking at the form, I mean, I saw some early speed and then finished second in the last race. Um, and that was in a race at this level, last out, first start of the year. So, I mean, but there were others I liked, but I can definitely see that 6, and that's why I went back and looked because I thought the 6 looks pretty good as well.
Yeah. Sully likes the 6 across. Victor's on board. Exact the box 578. One person I'm very happy for tonight is Jason Tatum. He's having a huge game tonight. Carolina Moon likes a $1 exacta box 158. You know what combination you're not seeing a lot of this year, which is interesting. Didn't it seem like every year, like last year, Zen Ballroop and Marvin Buffalo were like winning everything together?
Yes,
You know,
especially stakes races.
yeah, and now you don't see them together. Interesting. TM likes the one horse going back to 6 furlongs where he likes the distance, came off long layoff in last race. In his feet wet again, but raced against better company. Yeah, 7-1. Nice value.
Yeah, and this is the other Gorno.
Yeah, the other Gorno. Yep.
So yeah, so you got the 5 horse in here, who is the favored Gorno, but then you go to the 1 horse inside, and this is the other Gorno.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a couple weeks ago, I was in here talking about a horse that was the other Gorno and won the race.
Marvin Buffalo.
This horse, though, the thing about the 1 to me was since the horse had been claimed, hasn't done much since the claim.
Victor, me and Marvin go way back. Love it. Concise 4712 box for $2.40. Like it, Todd. Oh, shoot, no, 2. Whoops. Yeah. Oops. Well, it's even cheaper now. See? Throwing another horse.
The classic high 5, Sean, is $1,098 right now. You know, one thing that I remember we were doing last year is doing like an ice cold high 5. So we were doing that kind of as they were headed towards the gate based on looks, just putting 5 horses together. So I'm going to call out a classic high 5 here for a straight up dollar.
Love it.
Just off the top of my head as I see them here.
8 for the Chief. Love it.
$10-1. Two minutes to post. $425 people watching, Sean.
Unbelievable. Sully, it's never over until it's over.
No, as long as we got a race and money in the bank,
yeah,
we are good.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't even lost $10 after 5 races.
Right. Exactly. Thank you, Rodney. Yep. Everyone who hits the like button, so appreciate it. We're getting to the post now. Someone asked if they live near Fenway Park. Those, yeah.
All right, I like the 8 even more since Todd says he doesn't have a chance.
Yeah. You notice the 8 went from 12-1 to 9-2?
I did. I told you I like this horse a lot. That's all my money.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Victor, I'm about 20 minutes away from Fenway. 25 minutes away from Fenway.
87516, Sean.
There we go.
If you want a piece of that classic high five, I'm going to just 87516. I love the 8. I really do. And I think the 8 looks good on the track and has dropped to 7-2 from being double digits. We were talking about the horse being 10-1 a minute ago, and I said I didn't expect that at all. And now all of a sudden sitting at 7-2.
Oh, I need the sound, don't I? We need our buddy Kurt.
Please.
There we go.
And now Lady Nyla. She takes her spot in the outside gate. They're at the post. And they're off. From the inside, Runaway A-Train shows a flash of speed, but SC Angel, she's a little bit quicker, and she's up by a half a length. Lipstick Lady stalking her on the outside. Runaway A-Train back to third, 3 lengths off of it. Lady Nyla to her outside. 2 more back to I Ladies, and Scarlet's Flower, the early trailer. 23-4, the opening quarter. And it's Lipstick Lady and SC Angel.
Wow, those two up front opened up a little bit of a gap.
The front end,
Jeez.
5 lengths ahead of Lady Nyla in third. Moving up, I Ladies 3 wide. Runaway A-Train on the rail, and Scarlet's Flower can still see them all. 47-2. They hit the head of the lane, and Lipstick Lady grabs the lead by a length.
Come on, stay on 5. Stay on 5. Stay on 5. Where's the wire? Uh-oh. Is this our 6?
6.
But no. He's 7-5.
We don't have the 6.
Lipstick Lady. She's going to get it done. Second best is going to go to I Ladies.
I almost went 7-6-8.
Runaway A-Train.
Crazy. Well, things have gone downhill, Sean.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, 7-6-1. Ugh.
That's all right. It only takes one.
That's right. Yeah.
The Stewart's opposed to number 7, Lipstick Lady, as your race winner. Second goes to number 6, I Lady.
I'm just going to step away for 1 second, my friend.
Sure.
Fourth to number 5, SC Angel. A photograph has been called to determine the 5th place finisher. They went the opening quarter 23-4. The half 47-2, 5 furlongs.
Rodney, I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you as far as I don't know about best bet, but I think I'm with you on your best bet. I think we like the same horse in here, but I like this horse quite a bit. So we'll see if we coincide. But Lipstick Lady was much the best in there. I did use that horse in stable duel. I was just trying to beat the horse. Weren't able to do it. I did say that we thought that horse would be the favorite, just trying to beat it. And here we are. This is what happens. The last 2 races, we've tried to play the favorites, and the favorite was beaten. And then we try to beat the favorite, and the favorite wins. So it looks like Sean's computer has got that one on a bit. Just kind of loading a little bit there. Here we go.
Lipstick Lady is a Chestnut mare, 5 years old, by Spicer. Out of the mare, Lipstick Sunset by Maria's Mon. Owned by Bernie Green, David Galloway, Jerry Gowdy, and Rick Wise. Trained by Rick Wise. Ridden to victory by Antonio Whitehall.
Whitehall goes back to back.
13-3. Congratulations.
And if you were looking
to jockey Antonio Whitehall,
the exact in there, 7-6, so $1.545. So the 2 favorites. Not sexy. The 7-6-1 was the 3 favorites.
Is official in the upcoming 7th race. Scratch number 7.
Chalk.
Also, scratch
we don't want any of that.
Tree Hugger. Classic high 5 wagering. Here in race number 7, they'll go to post in 17 minutes.
All right. So last race coming up. Normally we'll see who we do a sleepy time pick. If Colin doesn't come in, we'll call it. So this race here is a $20,000 maiden race for maidens, fillies, and mares, 3-year-olds and up.
Well, after the final
3-year-olds
race
will
featured, head
be
up to
riding at 117 pounds, older horses at 123. And we do have a couple of older maidens in here, at least one, the 2-horse and the 1 and the 2
Plus
are
tonight,
both
every race
4-year-olds.
night, we will
And the
be
one is going to get a 5-pound allowance off of
$500
that
cash.
because has
11:30,
Rashad
must
Knight's
be in attendance to win
riding on that
PRT
one.
Lounge during crazy hour.
We do have the 2-horse Happy Birthday in here. Neville Stevenson gets up on this. This is a first-time starter. So a first-time starter as a 4-year-old. You've got the 5-horse Whitney's Wish is a 3-year-old first-time starter in here. Demario Bino getting up on that one. The favorite in here is going to be the 1-horse Sabatas. This is a horse who raced last year as a 3-year-old at Woodbine. Been off since September. Has shows 3 works on the workout tab there coming into this race. So interesting. This is a owner trainer. Brent, I'm going to call it Rymack, has not had any horses race yet this year at Assiniboia. So let's see if we can beat this one. What do you say? Say it's your birthday. Sing a song, Victor. Go ahead. But I'm looking at this 6-horse Lola Lee. Dane Dawkins was a jockey that we talked about a little bit earlier in here. Me too, Rodney. But Dane is riding really well. I think has a win tonight for Stephen Gaskin in here. This horse, if you look, first time starter, last time out back in on the 3rd of June at this level here, and was even coming around in a 5.5 furlong, was sitting second, 2 lengths off, finished 3rd, even though that 3rd was actually a closing 3rd, beaten a 1/2 length. Did get passed by Tree Hugger in that race, who is also the 8-horse in here coming back. But that's another horse. When I look at this horse, ran at Golden Gate last year. Nothing that jumps off the page in here. Does get Antonio Whitehall. He's gone back-to-back in here. We're going to definitely play against him getting 3 in a row. So this is a horse, looks like the first 2 starts here at Assiniboia have both been second place finishes. Looks like got a little closer last time out at 5.5. But again, that's a horse that I may be interested in underneath here, but I really like the 6 in here. I'm going to try to beat the 1 completely and get the 1 off the board. Another horse that I find really interesting in here, and this is really the horse that I took in Stable Duel, is the 5 Whitney's Wish. I know it's a first-time starter. Demario Bino is a guy, we talk about a lot. He's riding really well. And I just like the workout tabs on this horse coming into the race. Those are some decent works. And that 21 May work, 102 and 2, handily from the gate. I like that. So looks like that this horse has some really solid works coming in here. So we'll see if we can put that one underneath as well and maybe get that at a price. Let's take a look at what our odds are now. So our 1 is the 8-5 favorite in here. We're definitely trying to beat that. This 6 right now is a nice 6-1. We'll take that. The first time starter, interestingly though, on that 15-1 morning line, I like that a lot. But 3-1 right now, the second betting favorite in here. I don't like that very much. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? But definitely interesting that he is taking some money. So I like the workout tabs in here. Shelly Brown, I like the connections a lot. That's a horse that I think could definitely play a part, but I would rather have seen it at 15-1 and not 3-1. So we'll stay with this 6 Lola Lee and see what Lola Lee looks like. And it's just hilarious, guys. I mentioned that. And Lola Lee on a 4-1 morning line was 6-1. And now it's goes from 6-1 to 6-5. Lola Lee is now your favorite. Must have been Hot Rod dumping all his money on the horse. So let's take a look at the pools real quick just to get an idea, because it doesn't take a lot of money to move the needle here at Assiniboia. But somebody just dropped some cash on this horse, because now has $1,800 to win, and that's a significant drop. The one horse who was the overwhelming favorite in here coming in has half that, $921. So somebody just dropped a little chunk of change.
I didn't.
And what did you say?
I'm paying for it.
Yeah, Kevin, me too. That's the horse that I love, is the 6 in here, and I liked him a whole lot better at 6-1 than I do at 6-5.
I knew I was not cashing my ticket at that.
Wrong way.
Yes, the wrong way. Yes, Rick.
Oh, we're back
today.
Awesome. So Sean, it's crazy in here. So I was talking about horses, and the talking about the 1 being the morning line favorite. I talked about liking the 6 a whole lot. The 6 was 6-1 off a 4-1 morning line. Then I talked about how I loved this first time starter, the 5, Demario Bino, getting up for Shelly Brown. That horse has a 15-1 morning line. Right as we talk about the 5, he goes from 15-1 morning line to 3-1, and then we talk about the 6 being the favorite, goes from 6-1 to 6-5 favorite.
Wow, the 4-5 now. Wow.
Yeah, now it's at 4-5. But just as we were talking,
Tim is moving the needle.
Moving the needle at Assiniboia.
Yeah. Thank you, my boy Kevin Plaucha.
That the workouts,
Boston Celtics.
It was Todd. Todd put 500 to win the play.
If the horse is ready to run,
Huh?
Is it final?
It's final. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats, Sean.
Thank
Congrats,
you, sir.
everyone out in Boston land.
Thank you to everybody.
It is a 4-year-old racing against some of the younger.
Special group.
And it doesn't look like blinkers on right now, and it used to wear blinkers in
Pretty
the first
exciting.
2 lifetime starts, unless they're going to put them on late.
Well,
Kevin,
Tim's
congratulations.
gonna bring us home here with a winner.
I agree. Good eye there, Kurt. Okay, go ahead with yours.
Yeah, I ended up going to number 3. Pam's awesome. They're
Thanks,
only
folks.
going 5.5 in here. Pam's awesome.
Even got 4 winners in Mohawk tonight.
Really
It's not a bad
works.
thing.
A gate work on
Not a
beta
bad thing.
6, 101 and 3, and then a couple easy 5 furlongs in the
Tim's
middle.
gonna get us
Started
back
out
over
with a
in
5
this
furlong
race for
in
sure.
a minute and 4/5. That was a standout work for me. She wasn't
Thanks,
getting
Rodney.
days scratched because she had some problems in the paddock.
So
But
Kurt's
you
talking
know
about
horses
this 3
can
horse.
fight
I looked at this 3 because of that bullet work that she had back on the 10th of June. But that race, and that was last year, but that race last year was horrible. And I'm just not crazy about the connections in here. So I'm taking a wait and see on Pam's awesome. So
Remember, there was 2 scratches. One scratch, it would have been the clear second.
so Rodney, I don't know if you just heard that. So I was just talking about the 3, but
as well. Ran a very nice first race. Pressed early, stalked.
Stretch is now talking about our 6.
Is going to improve.
But I love, that was a really good race. Go watch it back on the 6 Lola Lee, and to be a first time starter and run that race and then coming right back, I just think that this horse may be sitting on a big one here. And Dane Dawkins, Sean, we already talked about Dane earlier, so riding really well here at Assiniboia.
4 wins, just under $100,000 in earnings.
I was exactly the way that Stretch was. I was 163.
2 of them, 1 win each, made only $5,000. The other one,
the only thing I said about the 1 is I was going to try to beat this one because it's you look at the horse coming back off a layoff, maiden 4-year-old. It's just only 3 works on the workout tab. I think first start for the owner trainer for the year. I know Rashad's been hot and gets 5 pounds in here, but I'm gonna wait and see on the 1. It's like if she beats me, she beats me. But
2 sprint races on the
Yeah.
dirt.
Oh, you're
And
But
was second
but
to
at 5-2,
third.
it's a little more attractive than the even money I'm getting on my 6 now. So
yeah, right.
So pretty well you're going by workouts. And the workouts aren't that bad on this horse as a Manitoba bred against open company.
For sure, and I'm going to confirm.
3 is a chestnut. I'm always a sucker for a nice chestnut.
and the funny thing is, Sean, whoa, 3
Ooh.
raring up.
Five was having a little.
Yeah, the 3
Wow,
rared up
man.
and caused the 5 to rear up.
Who did?
The 3 rared up in the
Oh.
over in the stall and caused the 5. The
Oh.
5 was behind him, and now the 3
Oh,
just fell.
gotcha.
The 3 just
Bobby's
fell.
Bobby's got an exacta box 469.
If Pam's awesome shows a lot
So
of speed,
they just showed over there, and the 3 was definitely on his side.
8-1.
Yeah.
I think that's a good price if you think that the speed's going to back up.
Also, take a look at number 9, Mystery Dance. This is a horse that was well back early, did show a little bit of late run down the lane. And with it being its first start, you can't put a lot into that. We've seen a few horses reverse forms big time.
Yeah, Rodney's with you. If she beats you, she beats you. You know, the 3 works. You know?
In a
Yeah.
field, ended up showing a lot of that was 11.
And you know, to me, the fact that the public money is also coming off the 1 says a little bit. You know, you got to watch what happens locally. So.
Yeah, sure. They know better than anybody up there, you know.
All right, Stretch, let's go to our wagers here in race 7. Looks like the skies are opening up a bit. What do you got?
Well, that's kind of the standard.
He said the skies are opening up, so they must be getting a little bit of rain.
Notoriously, every year when the fair comes, so does the clouds and the rain.
Are they going to scratch this 3? Because the 3 had the saddle on, and then a minute ago the 3 had the saddle cloth off, and now I don't see the 3.
Maybe I could.
Yeah, maybe they.
Try and do the tractor I did last race.
Yeah, last Wednesday I got out on the day. Let's see, not a $1. Let's go to the $2. It's only $20. 1 with 3, 6 with the all. Let's see what happens.
And me, I'm going with Pam's awesome. I'm taking the 3 on top with the 1, 2, 4, 6 with the 1, 2, 4, 6. And that's going to be $24. We do have a late scratch.
There it is. Late scratch of the 3.
Number 7. Well, you're going to scratch.
Well, the 7.
Number 3.
Oh, the 7.
The 3. Oh, 3. Okay, the 3. Okay, look, 3. Pam's awesome was scratched. Yeah.
The 7 and 8 were already out. So,
Thanks,
so
Keith.
the 3 is a late scratch. So that's what I thought. They had the saddle on that horse when she fell, and then I look up and they took everything off, and then she wasn't there. So I figured they were scratching, and it was funny because if you look, Kurt's got the 3 on top and Stretch had the 3 second.
$20,
Yeah.
$10 exacta box. 4
So
and
things
6.
change up a little bit here, and
Mine drops to $10. I'll just go straight.
yeah. And Vince, the unfortunate thing about having the 3 in stable duel in the last race is you don't get to replace it. If there's a scratch and there's still more races, you can go ahead and you can change selecting a horse in one of the latter races. But when it scratches out in the last, you're just out of luck.
And good luck.
Yeah.
Don't forget that late scratch.
So that always sucks.
All right, good luck with all.
How many people had the 3? Do you know?
7, and
Let me take a quick look.
Tomorrow, 6:45 Central for
12%.
12%. Okay.
So the 1 in here is 26%. The 2 is 4. The 4 is 28%. The 5 is 14%. The 6 is 23%. And the 9 is 5%. So the thing about, I was saying, Sean, in here, actually the horse that I took because of the price was I took the 5 in here, Whitney's Wish. So it only cost $500. So there are 14% of stables that have the 5, and that's the first time starter that dropped down in odds pretty well, and then has since come back up a little bit. But I love the 6, but I don't like the 7-5 price. Now the 1 has also has co-favoritism at 7-5 right now, so the 1 is taking more money again all of a sudden.
Horse on the track for race number 7.
Yeah,
they're both 3-2.
For $20,000. Number 1 is Sabata.
Neil's taking the 6 again.
By Brent and Heather Rymack. trained by
Love
Brent
it.
Rymack with Rashad Knights. Number 2 is Happy Birthday.
Happy
Owned by
birthday.
Cool Guy Stable, trained by Maria Stanford with Neville Stevenson. Number 3, Pam's Awesome, was a late scratch. Number 4 is Hyper Holiday.
Hyper
Owned by
Holiday.
J&K Stable, trained by Devin Gittins with Siobhan Bell. Number 5 is Whitney's Wish, owned by Robert Chernitz,
Whitney's
trained
Wish.
by Shelley Brown with Demario Bino. Number 6 is Lola Lee, owned by Anderson Livestock and Hillside Farms and WRA Ventures, trained by Stephen Gaskin with Dane Dawkins.
No, Victor, we
Number
will not
7,
be
Old
on
Tango with
tomorrow night,
Scratch.
unfortunately.
Thursday.
We will
8,
be on
Street.
Thursday night in the cocktail
Number 9
lounge
is Mystery
for
Dance,
Woodbine. An
owned by
interesting
Stella
note for those
Racing,
people who
trained
do
by
follow
Stephen
the
Gaskin
cocktail lounge,
with
because of the
Sven
humidity, Woodbine will be
Classic
starting their
Hard
first race
Wagering.
at 6
Here in
o'clock
race number
on
7, they'll
Thursday.
go to post
So we'll be coming
in
on
approximately 3
and
minutes.
maybe a little bit 10 minutes beforehand or whatever. And Woodbine's first race will be at 6 o'clock. So we'll have their entire card to handicap. 1 minute till the race 7. Any of our friends still up in the stable duel? Top 5. We got Papa's picks up in number 5 right now.
I'm in 36th.
36. I'm in 26th. Oh no! How cool is this? You ready for this? This is kind of cool for a free game, right? My dad is in 5th with Papa picks, right?
Yeah.
And look who's in 13th. Murph of the Turf. That is my mom.
And your dad's out of horses.
I know, right? Exactly.
Your mom is as well.
I know, right, but still, nice job by both.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I'm just saying that right now with where you're sitting at, you know, you can
move up a little.
Yeah, you can definitely move up. I'm just looking. You can't catch your dad unless this is a runaway.
A runaway, yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
Catch your mom.
Here I come, Mama. Exactly. 60-cent recap. Keith says Fort could get a nice setup pace-wise. Third off the claim, going exacta box 4 with the 1-6. There you go. Carolina Moon's got SH516. Oh, Super 516452.
All right, Sean, real quick.
Very nice first lifetime start. Battled every step.
All right, we are swinging for the fences here. So I again am going to try to beat this one. I'm going to do it with the 6. The 6 is now creeping back up a little bit in the odds, and the 1 is the favorite at 7-5. So, but I'm going to play this 2 ways to end up the night. So we're gonna end kind of the way we started, and that is we're going to bet a $5 straight up exacta. That's what we hit in the first race to kick things off. So we're going to go with a 6-5 exacta, and then we're going to play a $2 try 6 with the 5 with 1 and 4 underneath.
Okay, love it. Okay.
So total there is still only $9.
Love it. And we've made it through the whole night. We've had some fun.
Oh yeah,
exactly. Yep, can't beat it.
No, absolutely. And you know, you look at the bright side. We started out with $100 bankroll, and even if we don't cash in this race, we're still going to finish only at about right around $69. So losing only 31, even if we lost it. But you know, we don't even have to think about that because we're going to cash big and end up winners.
That's right. Only winners. Crazy. We're going to finish on a strong note here. Love it. With the 3 scratches, Rodney will play exacta 6, 4, and 5, and trifecta 6 with 4, 5, 4, 5, 9, fading the 1 completely. Okay. Yeah, he's got to get out of that post too. Exactly. Yep.
He does.
One thing that he does have a little advantage is the 3, the 7, the 8 are all scratched. At least he has a little bit more room. You know,
Absolutely.
in terms of,
Still a 6-horse race, so not horrible.
yeah.
Let's finish strong here. Get this win
Let's
home.
do it. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Almost 450 people tonight. Thank you to everybody for joining in tonight. Still appreciate it. They're making their way to the gate. One of my favorite calls ever by the great Tom Durkin was, "Ladies and gentlemen, the starting gate has reached the horses."
It's post time.
It's post time.
Look at Alex joining us right as the horses get to the gate at the last race.
He's been working on Royal Ascot.
All right, Alex, send me all the winners.
Yeah, Alex. Tell us who your big picks are.
Did you do any videos, Alex? Or you just been handicapping?
Alex, if you do the one, give us one horse tomorrow that you think is your play.
Sabatas, the even money favorite.
Oh, Jerry Billy says no, not yet. The unbeatable, unstoppable cigar. Maljum and the Queen Anne. You heard it.
Got it. You heard it here, folks. Right there.
Hyper Holiday goes in without jockey Siobhan Bell. Soon he'll climb back aboard. Next up, the other first-time starter, Whitney's Wish. Just 2 left to load.
Henry Longfellow in the St. James Palace. I like it.
Lola Lee.
Making these notes. Notable speech. I like it. Amazing, Alex. 18-time champion. Unbelievable.
Luck of the Shamrock.
And now we're just waiting on Mystery Dance to the outside. They're all set. They're at the post. Happy birthday, a little fractious.
I thought I was going to wish someone a happy birthday.
Get them out. Get them gone. Let's go.
They're set again. And they're off. Breaking to the knees.
Could be some stumbling.
Sabatas, the favorite. To the outside, low.
Sabatas broke to her knees.
His knees? Yeah, I know.
Sabatas recovered nicely.
Nicely.
And is catching a piece of the front end in between horses. Hyper Holiday.
Oh, he'll be
Lola
toast.
Lee, 3 wide. And Mystery
Need him in stable
Dance.
duel, but he'll
The
probably be
quartet
toast.
has about 5 lengths
1
on
to
Happy
2.
Birthday. and Whitney's Wish. 24-1 the opening quarter. Sabatis takes over the lead by a length and a half. Back to second. Lola Lee, Mystery Dance. 3 wide in third.
Horse
Then
is
it's
going to be
Hyper
much the
Holiday
best. Come on,
trying to get
6.
rolling. Whitney's Wish and the
Come on,
trailer,
Dane.
but
Come on, 6.
Sabatis, the
Go get her,
half step,
Dane.
7-4. Now has it by 3.5.
Look at this 9. 24-1.
A 16th of a mile to go. Sabatis is going to get the job done as the favorite. Mystery Dance second best.
194, my birthday.
Hyper Holiday fourth to Lola Lee and
119.
to Whitney's Wish.
Well, darn it.
Darn it. Much the best. But a good, I like the thinking though, you know? I like the thinking, my friend. Still a fun night, great night.
Always. How
Great
about though your favorite with the longest shot on the board though?
I know, huh?
Well, second longest. I'm sorry. Happy Birthday was the longest, but the horse was 24-1. So even with the favorite on top, that exact is $37.70 for $2.
Wow.
5 Whitney's Wish. They went the opening quarter.
Dag nabbit indeed, Rick.
47-4.
Look at the rain.
4/5.
Seriously, it really started. Exactly.
107-4.
Wow, 107. Not bad for that group, you know.
Nope. For a group of maidens.
And for a horse who almost fell at the start, you know.
Absolutely. And just goes to show how much better the horse was, because fell to her knees and then got out and then just kept going. And is this kid riding his butt off or what?
Yeah, amazing.
Rashad Knights. I believe that's his second win tonight.
Yeah. He's becoming the new Abley.
He is.
You know, who's doing fantastic at Woodbine, you know. Rodney, thank you so much for joining us, my man. Have a great night. Always appreciate you.
Absolutely. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy Ascot. We will see you Thursday night in the cocktail lounge for Woodbine. Remember, as Sean mentioned, because they're pushing back races, we normally come in at like the 3rd or 4th race, and we should be able to get them all in on Thursday. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come in ready for a little longer night, and it won't be this long. This is always a late night.
Right, exactly. But it'll still be a fun night.
Absolutely.
Candy Ride out of the mare Sardinia by Tap It.
1-6.
Official. 1946.
And ridden to victory by Rashad Knights. Time for the 5.5 furlongs. 107-4. Congratulations goes out to jockey Rashad Knights.
Wow, Neil, very cool.
Scores the double. 2 wins for
the double.
Rashad Knights.
Yeah, Rashad Knights is going to be a kid you have to watch out for, huh?
Absolutely.
The exact only paid $37. Boo.
Exactly.
The longest shot in the board, you know?
In the VLT lounge as well.
Yeah, Alex, good luck tomorrow. Todd, Victor, Keith.
25% off.
Hope you're feeling better, my man. Victor Mahai, you're going to hit that try. You can do it. You can do it.
And Wednesday at 7:30.
Exactly.
See you
then. And Tim,
then.
thank you, sir. He came all the way back from St. Louis to join me tonight. Enjoy your pajamas, tail, the top hat in the morning, sleep in, and enjoy some great racing from Ascot, my man.
Absolutely. Good night,
and happy
everyone.
Father's Day.
We will see you Thursday.
Yes. Look forward to it in the cocktail lounge.
Good night.
Yes, Celtics.